Dion Brewster, Wellington.
Oh, okay,
Saints.
lucky.
First of all, welcome
That's
back
why
to the
we
South
rehearse.
NBL Basketball League. As you go into tonight's game against the FIBA team, and with injury,
yeah, we don't. I was going to say we don't need to watch it. And now to the home team, the FIBA Bazant. I just love saying his name, Bazant. Pero Holland. Car and a name that we're familiar with from last year, Ira Lee.
Ira Lee back in the league, just what this team needs as well. Big, strong body, undersized for a 4, but went close to 18 points a game last year with the Hawks. Comes in at a perfect time for the team, and he could cause some problems tonight, especially without Hiram Harrison, that man down there to tidy up the boards. Ira Lee is a great pickup for this squad.
He wrote 203 centimeters. Is that Cat? Is he that big?
Yeah, it's Cat.
Yeah, that's Cat.
203? He might be, but
First of all, welcome back to the South NBL Basketball League.
Does look
you were
skinnier
Hawks
in the face.
Bay last year.
Yeah,
and
he's
now
a
you're
lot
back here with the
skinnier.
FIBA men's basketball team.
Like very different face.
What's 203?
Obviously,
How
they
tall
want
is
you
it?
for
Like
instant impact.
6 foot.
To me, I was like,
what do you see as
2
your
meters
role?
and 3 centimeters, Brooke.
I can only gauge off 6 foot something, whatever they go with.
Okay, head to head. Oh, FIBA not looking pretty. Wait, I think that's different to what I had. Oh no, 10th on offense, yeah.
Yeah, Saints know how to fill it up. Obviously first in the league when it comes to points per game, just a couple under 100. And on the defensive end is where they really turn things up, but they're shooting the 3 ball well. So are the 5, but the 5 just need to turn those other key things around because they're averaging 75 points a game. 75!
Wow.
We could average 75.
I don't know, I thought of the air balls.
Damn, I would have thought they averaged more than 75. The season's turning around.
Sharon Martin.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, it's a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why?
Sharon. I thought that was like Sharon.
That asshole. What was it for? You probably deserved it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Introducing the visiting rapidly team from the Saints. Please make some noise for number 12. Tauranga Whai at 5. Number 25, Evans Jr. Number 15, Leon Brewster. Number 8, Troy Roundtree at forward. Number 3, Sam Gold at forward. Number 1, Tyson Butter Paise at guard. Number 99, Ahonu Hippolyte at forward. That is the visiting team graduate league from the Saints. And introducing your 5 rapidly players. Please protect.
Talofa lava malole su formo malalangi imama afio mai ia manuele vaiaso o le ngangana Samoa. Welcome into Mercury Baypark, Tauranga, with the Tauranga Whai host the Wellington Saints. It is Samoan Language Week. Aloingo Taylor Johnson, o te Samalinu o Sainga. I'm Taylor Johnson, and joining me is Brooke Rusco. Brooke, Wednesday night hoops, how good?
Yes, Talofa lava, very good. We're at that point of the season where every single point, every single game matters. Starts with Rapid as well, obviously goes through to the main game, and the Saints are sitting pretty at the moment. That man on screen just going off there. Keslo Evans Jr. has been playing extremely well. Has a chance to take out their MVP spot as well, so look for him to have a big game. But we see the ladder there, and the Giants just know how to get it done in Rapid, but the Hawke's Bay Hawks and the Saints and the Airs and the Nuggets are just knocking on the door at the moment as well.
Oh, absolutely. But Tauranga Whai, they're needing a win tonight to improve their position here on the Rapid League ladder. But also, this is really important for the top league.
Also, shout out to the Jets.
Yes.
They got their first one of the weekend. They got
did.
Big win over the Fire in their first Rapid dub in round 9.
No big fat zero sitting on that Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder. Now let's take a look at the visiting team, the Wellington Saints. Prewster, Plumtree, Dougal-Meter, Gold, and Evans Jr. Good to have Prewster in this lineup.
Well, they got a squad, and we were just talking about Keslo Evans Jr. has the potential to be the MVP of the Rapid and the first inaugural MVP as well. But Dion Prewster is an MVP in the main competition. He was last time he played here, and the experience that he brings back to this squad. Troy McLean, the coach, he knows Dion Prewster extremely well, homeboy from Wellington, and the experience you get with Dion Prewster coming back to help the Saints, I'm sure, is going to go a long way tonight.
The home team, the Five, with Thompson, Masters, Lewis, Brook, and Hopoi. And Tatuhi Lewis is having an outstanding sales NBL, but he's, finding his wings here in the Rapid League first.
Well, it starts with this, then he goes into the main game, and he just blows up. Last time he was playing, he had 23, for his career high. And just goes from strength to strength, and I'm looking forward to the matchup. He's probably going to spend a bit of time on Dion Prewster tonight as well, so he can test the chops against him. But from strength to strength, and it starts here, and he uses that momentum in the main game straight after this. But love what he's been doing.
Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. And if you're a Fire supporter, it is not pretty reading.
Yes, you're on the wrong side of a lot of these at the moment. That field goal percentage is going to go a long way to boosting their points per game. We sit just under 30 points a game. Points in the paint, you need to be able to fill it up and shoot that 3-ball well. To the other side, Saints, they're always there or thereabouts. They have games where they get close to 50, and then they also have games where they sit in those low 30s, a couple high 20s as well. So they were looking pretty at the start. Dropped a couple and won 4 straight. Tane Samuel goes into the starting lineup for the Saints with no Hiram Harris playing tonight, but like we said before, the experience with Dion Brewster, I'm sure is going to go a long way to helping them. But they have a talented, young, athletic roster, which, to be fair, besides from the Tuatara, with all due love and respect, most of these young rapid squads have a very, very athletic, young, exciting roster.
Yeah, I think the word you're looking for is experience. Not
That's
the
the one I was
big
looking
O
for.
word, it's experience.
I said it with love. I said it with love.
Speaking of love, I love the uniforms for the fight. I mean, I love the pink.
If I'm being critical,
Oh, here we go. Be critical.
it could just be a brighter pink, more of a hot pink. I'm with you though. I like the pink, but I just think
Make it hotter.
yeah, make it hotter. You know, give it that salmon pink, but I can get down with it.
The Saints in their traditional blue, and it is the first possession for the fight. Brooke into the Rapid League lineup for this game, with some additions into that Whai squad. Looking for some options is Masters, and they're having to go back and tipping it with the Saints, and then I think the shot clock is an issue.
Yeah, no reset on that. Good hustle there from Dougal Meter, but there's nothing happening there for the Whai in their first possession. Almost a bit of an empty possession, never how you want to start the ball game. Just couldn't get into sets, got the balls a little bit too high. They came off that on ball, they trapped, and just nothing really going there.
Saints trying to apply the pressure. Tatui Lewis finds Masters. Shot clock running out, is forced to put the shot up, and it's well under.
And Saints push the pace, make or miss, they get out and run, and Keslow Evans does the majority of that, but any miss you see from the squad, they're going to get out and they're going to push the pace tonight.
Brewster with all his experience there in that 15 singlet. Then finding out wide on the wings, hanging out there, unable to convert. So Lewis brings the ball up court. A lot of movement for this Whai team. Oh, it was the right look. Just didn't execute the pass properly.
But Denham Brook is an incredible shooter, especially when he gets going, and came off that, got downhill, thought the shooter was going to stay in the corner, but to that, Denham Brook can get up and play above the rim as well. Saw the cut, saw the defense, turned their head, just trying to get on the rim and get an easy bucket to start the game and just force a turnover, but a better position for the fight.
Evans Jr. brought the ball down court. Now it is in the hands of Brewster. Double teaming him are the Whai, which means Evans was unmarked out here on that left edge. Denham Brook forced to defend, and they're missing that one as well. So unable to find their radar at the moment, both teams.
Just a sloppy start here from both sides. Haven't really got a good look on the rim. Gold had their three, but outside of that, it's been tough pickings. Shot clock's getting down late, forcing the issue.
Jed Thompson does well with the pressure being applied by Dougal Meter, and again, some miscommunication. It does come off the leg of Gold. So it is the Whai to inbound from the baseline in the hands of Hopoi. And he's got the offensive foul against Thompson. He must have given him a shove.
Yeah, on the push off and another turnover. There's too many turnovers to start this ball game, and spent a little time with Coach Doug Courtney, and
Oh, yeah.
just those unforced turnovers. You see the push there. I know he won't be happy to start this ball game.
All I saw was Dougal Meter all over, but didn't realize he got the big shove in the back. And a nice open look, and what a first bucket.
Yeah, smart play from Dion Brewster. Saw the double, got out quick. Goal roll. And the bullet pass there from Evans put it on the money, and to that point, same thing, back cut. Miscommunication there, and just the effectiveness of a quick, hard back cut. 4 quick points.
All of a sudden, we went bang, bang in the Rapid League. Sam Gold, I don't even think he went 2 centimeters off the ground with that jump. Evans Jr. with the drive, kicks it out to Gold. Can he add to his tally? Yes, he can. 5 points.
Big start there from Sam Gold, and played extended minutes last time the Saints played in the main game against the Rams. Wasn't there tonight, but stayed aggressive. It's in the family. As you see Tatui Lewis just sharing the basket at the moment, and I'm here for it.
We're going tit for tat here in the Rapid League. You want a 2, I got a 2. You want a 3, I got a 3 too. And we got an and one play as well.
This ball game got off to a slow start. You see in the space of 45 seconds. Bucket's coming easy as you like it. It's better look when the Saints like to get downhill and fight getting through their sets and finding their options, and much more solid look from both of these squads over the last 45 seconds.
Evans Jr. adds the extra points as well, so it is the Saints with the lead. Thompson bringing ball up court until the court is Anderson. Made some changes, have the fight. And unfortunately just putting a foot out of bounds. There's our coach killer. And
another turnover. The idea was right from Thompson. It was a good look, just kind of threw it to the side. And if that was there in the pocket, that three ball comes a little bit easier. Gave the defense a chance to rotate and just forced a turnover. The idea was right, execution was just slightly off.
Onto the court is Tatapaese. Missed that one, and it will be 5-ball.
But better looks. Just aggressive, putting the head down, getting to the rim. Saw too many turnovers to start this ball game. I still need to tidy that up as well. 4 turnovers already in this ball game.
Thompson just drives hard himself, no open lane, but Brewster commits the foul.
Dion back in this competition. Has been in Japan for the last couple of years, playing his trade as a coach, and he's been around the ball game for as long as I can remember. High IQ player, but back on the court, and I think it's going to take Dion. It won't take him very long, a game or two, just to find his feet, find his rhythm. I know the game against the Rams, he checked back in a day before they played. He's got a week under his belt now, and finding that rhythm with the team. And Hiram Harris out tonight, late man out tonight. It's a chance for him to see extended minutes and really put his fingerprints back on the Saints squad.
Thompson brings the ball game within 1 point for 3. Brewster just on the edge of the rim. Evans Jr., great find, but unfortunately he just loses the handles in the paint with his teammate Plumtree. 13 seconds left in this first quarter, only 4-minute quarters in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And then a lovely find on the inside. Good defense being shown. Oh, but that's a tough finish.
They just snuck in the player timeout there. Nice execution there from Tauranga Whai. I think when you get that last position, get a little chaotic. Ended up running the shot clock down, getting a good look on the rim. You see a lot of times, especially in the NBA, they pull it out, play that high on ball, one-on-one, try and get a mismatch or a switch up high. By the time the Whai went through their offense and came away with a bucket late.
One second left. Literally turn and shoot, and there's a foul.
Kafaru Hippolyte picks up the foul. Plumtree was wide open on the slip, just missed it. But picks up the foul, and Kafaru Hippolyte might go to the free throw line.
Well, they only had 1 second. They didn't need to give that foul up.
That's what I think with Rapid as well. It's a chance. I've seen this a couple times now, but it's a chance to learn, build experience, grow, and a chance for some of our young talent just to see those extended minutes.
9 points apiece. 1 second left. Tui Lewis just lets it fire.
There's a chance that might have gone in. Wait, he's shooting at the moment.
Just lets it rip. Just says, you know what, Hail Mary.
I think it's about right. Sitting at 9 apiece, end of the first quarter. It was, as we said at the start, it was a sloppy 2.5 minutes to start this ball game, and then really found its rhythm. A couple of easy looks. Everyone was a little bit more aggressive, and just need to look after the ball, slow down and look after the ball, especially if you're the Whai.
$30 large Nona pizza. That looks delicious right now. You just scan that QR code, valid until next Tuesday. If we take a look at the stats here for that first quarter, the Whai are shooting at 75%. They've only put up, well, attempted 4 field goals. They're 3 from 4.
That's the problem. They just need to look after the ball. Just turning the ball over way too much at the moment. Unforced turnovers as well is really going to hurt them.
They've currently got 3 at the moment.
Saints not shooting the 3-ball well up to their standards as well. Dougal Meter, a lifted 3-point shooter, shooting the ball well. Has been for the last couple of seasons, puts a lot of time in the off-season as well. Against the Rams, he was kind of the shining light off the bench. Hasn't got one up yet, but it's on the scout. Can't give him any space. You see him, see 2, 3 go through. That can blow a rapid game out quick.
Hey, talk about hot pink. I'm loving it. Denham Brooks' hot pink scrunchie.
We've got the pink scrunchie in as well.
He's got the pink scrunchie. I'm loving it.
Make Casey Frank proud.
Here it is in all its glory. Tata Paese gets it back to his teammate. The zone D being shown there, and up and under for the Saints. That's nice work there from Evans Jr.
One of the most effective things in basketball at the moment, and always has been, but we're really seeing it, especially with the likes of Luka Doncic, is that deceleration. Saw Evans go with the cat dribble there and just decelerate late. Got to the other side, finished, and showing why he has a chance, as we said a couple of times, to be the MVP of the Rapid League.
Just losing his...
Might have got away with one there too. He's hit his prayers. Might have got away with that travel, but when he gets his head down, and we're going to get a head full of steam and get downhill, that first step is tough. I just got away with it, but when you're aggressive, good things happen. Gets back to the free throw line and just misses the first.
If you do anything with confidence, the ref are going to buy into it.
I agree.
Was that a travel? Hell no.
That's a life lesson, actually. You can take that as a life lesson. You do it with confidence, you're going to be all right.
And he gets some points for it too. So the Whai now trailing by 3 after being 9 points apiece at the half. And then Jet Thompson's going to go himself. Doesn't get the 2 points, but he will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
I like the extended pressure as well. Just too easy. Saw that high on ball come a little bit earlier. He's got around there and instantly had Dougal Meter on the hip. No help side, was too late. But just too easy for the Whai there.
So they cut the lead down to 2. One more attempt for Jet Thompson there.
Jet Thompson's been aggressive. Started this ball game well. It's 2 good defenders to start. Dion Brewster and Dougal Meter that time. Stays aggressive and got to the
He's
free throw
been
line.
really good in the Rapid League this year, Jet Thompson.
And for this team, they give him the keys. The point guard, bit of an older point guard as well in terms of rapid. So he has a little bit more experience in playing like it.
Lovely little photo coming in from Tata Paese, but yeah, you're right. He's the ripe old age of 21.
Oh, fella.
In the Rapid League it is though, because
Right.
everyone's in their teens. Denham Brooks, oh, Koro out there. Good to see some nice ball movement coming in from the Whai. The handles from Jet Thompson, and that's how you do it.
That grown man strength right there. I'll be honest with you, man. You got to enjoy it today. Of all things to do, I went out and had a couple kicks on the rugby field, and I can't walk. I pulled something in my calf.
What were you doing with an oval ball, Brooke?
You're going to see it sometime soon, guys. Don't worry. It's the last time, though. I promise you, it's the last time.
Tata Paese with a lovely 3 as well. I'm going to try and return the favour, the Whai. It is raining 3s right now.
We've got a cookout now. Took a while. Both teams getting into that groove and getting downhill, collapsing the defense, and the 3 balls falling.
The Saints spin move coming in from Hippolyte. Fought for that ball on the ground, and at the moment it falls in the hands of the Whai.
Heavy contact on the way down too. Even that. I don't know if I'm getting up after that.
Jet Thompson goes around. Couldn't get the roll. And Gold with his big frame comes in with the rebound. Tata Paese in the paint, gives it to Hippolyte. Easy bucket for them.
Just smart play from Hippolyte on the defense. Turn their head. Dive straight to the rim, and one of the easiest buckets he's going to get tonight.
Brooke goes right, then goes to the left. An easy floater. He made that look really easy. It's so easy.
And dare I say it, but I don't want to jinx anything right now because I feel like what I'm about to do. But the refs haven't been a part of this quarter, and the game's found its rhythm, it's found its flow.
You're right. Very minimal whistle at the moment. Brooke with the easiest rebound he's probably got in a long time. Just fall in his hands. Offloads the pass as well.
That's just bad. There's no way to put it, but that's just bad transition defense. No one picked up the ball. Made it all the way into the paint.
Everyone just watched him.
Everyone just watched.
Ball watching. And that was a nice little offload pass.
First thing you learn though, going back to age grade basketball, is you have to pick up the ball. You work everything else out late, but there's no communication there, and Denenbrook pushes the pace.
And Denenbrook kind of almost looked confused, right? He was a little bit hesitant when he was dribbling because he's like, where's the D at?
Have some respect for me, man. I got the ball, I'm bringing it up. Did his job though. And we haven't seen it tonight, but Denenbrook can shoot the three.
Well, I love free things, including free throws, but win some free fuel. How good.
Free is me. That is my life motto. Free is me. And for petrol, petrol's like gold these days.
100%.
All right, I'm scanning. Hold on. Can we win this? Because I'm doing it. Oh, bring it back up.
Too slow, Brooke. Thompson brings the ball up court. Hopoi back on to the court as well. Greensill. Good ball movement again. Lewis gets it back to Greensill for three. Oh, nothing but net.
Good look. It's Tori Lewis. Talk about gravity in the game of basketball. The way he's shooting the ball at the moment. Had to overcommit. Found his shooter and they take that three-point lead.
Big block coming in too from Denenbrook. And they've called for a player timeout with less than a second to play.
The Saints will take that as well. Just heart and hustle there from Plumtree. By any means. To that left. Kind of awkward as you see the block there from Denenbrook. Might have got away with a little travel there as well, but did enough and made this one a one-point ball game. And as we said before, just a much more free-flowing quarter, probably what we expected. And it's good for the Fire as well. They've struggled in rapid to score those big. We had those big scores come close to 50.
You're so right. There hasn't been a lot of whistle, and I think that's been the difference.
I hope I haven't changed it for a second.
Looking for the alley-oop. Hopoi couldn't quite get there. Plumtree gets up and disrupts. They try to get the player timeout. Not enough time left. And so that is it for the first half of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And it is 23-22 to the Tauranga Whai. Only a point separating the two teams.
Jet Thompson. An aggressive first half there. And it goes so quick. 8 minutes in the books just like that. For the Saints, some of these guys play pretty big minutes or expected to play big minutes, so how are they going to switch it up? Saw Gold, Evans and Thutzer on the Saints side. Angel Thompson and Lewis kind of do their thing. Lewis came out and had the first five. Jet Thompson got to the free throw line to punch as well. So this ball game is so close, and haven't really made many rebounds because they're shooting the ball well. It's not the getting the shots up, it's turning the ball over. Just a lot of turnovers there to start this ball game. We see Thompson's been aggressive getting to the free throw line, but just making sure everyone else stays in this ball game. So Denenbrook have a block there late. Greensill scoring and stealing as well.
The Fire shooting 8 from 12 in the field. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and they're getting good looks. 3 balls falling as well. They just need to protect the ball. It's kind of at all costs you need to protect the ball. And I think if you can eliminate their first 2 minutes that we saw, they'll be pretty happy with what they have. And we talked about Coach Doug Courtney. It's those unforced turnovers. They tidied it up and got back into this ball game. Now it's can they keep it up? Can they continue to score? They had 14 points in that quarter. The Saints had 13, but the Saints kind of expect to have these type of quarters. It's the Fire, just the way they've been scoring, they're almost on their average. So they just need to have another big quarter And rapid can be won in the space of a minute and a half. You can blow this out quickly. You get 3-4 stops, you come down and you have 3-4 positions where you can get baskets. You can blow out a lead and there's not enough time to come back. So this first 2 minutes of this third quarter could be huge for either team.
Don't forget as well, coming up at 7:30, we have the NZNBL game between the Wellington Saints and the Tauranga Whai. The Saints wanting to bounce back, and the Whai riding high.
Yeah, interesting one for me tonight as well. And you're right, big bounce back game for the Saints here, missing a couple guys. And the Whai, they are riding that high. And not that the Whai need it, but they're fighting for that number 6 spot right now. The win against the Saints will work wonders for them as the season goes on.
Good bounce pass to Tui Lewis. Oh boy, with the ball, decides to drive himself. Little spin move, just couldn't get there, left it on the rim.
Like the aggressiveness though. Defense feels like it's picked up, feels like the energy on that first position is picked up on both squads and both sides. And good looks.
Brewster back out on the court. Losing the handles was Evans Jr., but fouled. Saints to inbound. They get it to Brewster. Double teamed at the moment, which means there's someone free, but Denham Brook disrupts with his long arms.
And just throw that pass fake, had the shooter in the corner, Caslow Evans, wide open. Sometimes just too good to not see. And Caslow Evans missed out on the golden opportunity there.
Jet Thompson went up, but Plumtree with the block, the 17-year-old from Wellington College.
Putting together a nice little career for himself down there already. I know he's young, with a rugby background, but what he's doing with Wellington College. National champion last year.
Big surname, the Plumtree one, and we'll just pick the pocket there, did the Saints. And is he going to throw it down?
2 stars.
Expected more from the dunk comp.
The man can fly. I only give 2 stars because I know what he's capable of doing. 2 points is 2 points. Coach Troy McLean will take it, but as a fan, know what he is capable of doing. His brother can fly too. With all due respect, I know the family. Dad wasn't as athletic. I think he's given 2 stars on that one as well.
I just love that he didn't look like he jumped too hard. Just
oh, he didn't. Trust
jump.
me. Oh, speaking of jumping.
Well, that's how you jump high. I mean, the height ratio is very different. But Tui Lewis gets up. So it's been a very good game. It's only 1 point the difference. It has been tit for tat, as I mentioned beforehand. No team really being able to pull away. I think the biggest lead was 4.
Yeah, like we said that first couple minutes, didn't really get much. This game has turned around and gone on its head. And Tui Lewis had a chance to throw that bad boy down. And the words of Kenny McFadden, he said, turn your wrist, check the time, throw it down.
Brewster gets that ball out wide on the edge. Evans Jr. couldn't get there, but he's got the rebound. Gets it back to Dougal Meter for 3.
Clockwork. Running the Stars, if you give him that much time, that much space, he is deadly. And hasn't had many opportunities, many chances, but if you give him one, sometimes that's all it takes.
Saints retake the lead with that 3-pointer. Lewis faked the 3. It opened up for him. Another good block coming in from young Plumtree. Protecting the paint. Brewster, there's plenty of players on him. Gold for 3. Denham Brook.
Saints getting the looks I think that they want though. Collapsing the defense, getting in the paint. To that point though, so are the Whai.
3 ball flies for the fly-through Masters. Unable to get there, trying to go quickly in transition. Whai get back in numbers on defense. Trying to fight his way through was Gold and just getting around with the outside arm. Masters, good work. Trying to call the shots with Thompson on the bench. Hopoi wants to go himself. Quick footwork, little fake and then went up.
Got to the left and Talking about athletic, he is athletic too. You saw it there. Yeah, half spin, fake back, and it's hard to jump with him.
Brewster with the no-look pass out to young Plumtree. He puts the spin on, and a block coming in from Hopoi. There's been a couple blocks in this quarter. Gets the ball back, does. Hopoi's going to go himself, but getting a hand to it was Evans Jr. It's not going to be a three-point play, but he will go to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
It's back and forth. Tight ball game still. You're right, get back to the line. Both teams are getting the looks that they want.
It's been an absolute battle out here today.
It has.
More of
anything
it.
to go by. Anything to go by with what we hope to see in the game coming up next. Good start to this ball game, or good start to the night.
We have seen some scores blow out in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, but this one has been relatively high scoring and also really close.
Yeah, and this is right where I think the Fire want to be. Just keeping the Wellington Saints right now in arm's distance. Just because we know what the Saints can do in terms of filling it up, but Fire come out tonight, come out correct, and see Jet Thompson now with his second push-off foul. I'm telling you, it's that old man strength that he got now. The Saints going to walk 94 feet, get back to the free throw line, and yeah, be happy right now if you're the Fire.
1 point lead. Plumtree successful on the first attempt.
Smooth like water from the free throw line, that first one.
Well, in the NZNBL, he's 4 from 4. He's 100%, and I hope I didn't just jinx him.
What have you done? Never looked like missing.
Smooth like butter, as you say. It totally looks like that. Nothing but net. Jet Thompson brings that ball down court. There's 18 seconds left. 2 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. We're already into the third quarter. We're almost at the fourth. This game's gone by quick.
Yeah, it's flying by. Chance for the Fire to get their final shot of the final look at the quarter. Be interesting to see here how quick they get into it. I thought they got into their offense a little bit quicker than they would have hoped to.
Thompson with ball in hand. Sides against, going up against Plumtree. Dribbles back, knocks down the three, extends the lead.
And it's those ones as a coach, you're pulling your hair, you think, why are you shooting this so quickly? You give the Saints a chance to get up a shot to come down the end, but hits it. And it pays out dividends. They take that 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Big shot there from Thompson.
Take a look here. Looks like nothing's going on. Bang, puts the shot up.
Get him no too. It's one of those ones that I think hits the three. Don't get me wrong, hits the three, huge three for them. They take the 2-point lead going into it, but this is those ones where you just don't want to get the Saints a chance. When you're playing any other team, a chance to come down and get a chance to get a look. He misses that three. Saints come down, they get up a shot, they go up two. You just want to play the numbers, play the percentages. And the time it worked out, you always want to get the last shot of the quarter, especially if you have that chance to.
The Fire shooting percentage has certainly dropped down a little bit though. Jet Thompson has overtaken Greensill as the leading point scorer in the game with 9. Samuel Gold on 8 as well as Greensill.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys that are really killing the Saints right now. Greensill, as we talked about, Sui Lewis started well, sitting on 7 points, and Jet Thompson on 9 after that big 3, a couple assists as well. So look for him to have a big impact in this fourth quarter. And I like the matchup that they got going on here. Keslow Evans, as we talked about a couple times, chance to be the MVP of this league. Playing PG as well, sitting on 6 points, 3 assists. Look for one of those two to take this ball game over. And it could also be Dion Brewster. If you were around a couple years ago, as I was lucky enough to see firsthand what he is capable of doing and why he was the MVP of the league. Still has a chance to show that off tonight too.
What a luxury to have your MVP playing in the Rapid League with all these youngsters, including that man right there. That's his second 3, Tata Paese.
Shoots the ball, confidence. Gets his feet under him. He's normally, well, from what I've seen, almost automatic. And hits that one. And big start here from the Saints to start this ball game. We'll start this fourth quarter, excuse me.
Dougal Mita collecting the foul. Take a look here, just the confidence.
That's the right shot to make too. Had space, step to the side, defense still following. Wide open three, makes the pay.
I just say I do love his kicks too. The red contrast with the blue, love it.
I love the kicks too because I saw them firsthand the other day, as we see. Tui Lewis, just in a rhythm in general at the moment. I saw them firsthand, those red LeBron ones. Hard to get.
Paise again for another three, back to back.
That's hard to make too. Step back, good contest. That's that first one before though, and room starts to look big as Jet Thompson gets downhill. He gets over double digits in this ball game.
Goes coast to coast as Jet Thompson quickly. That's a Paese, thought he was in for another, but Denham Brooks says, nah, young boy, not gonna have it here.
Denham a little older. Shiny still got them legs in him though. I like the aggressiveness though. As Keslow Evans checks back into this ball game.
Tata Paese all of a sudden is equal to Jet Thompson on most points in this match. Brewster was open for him. Oh, with the fake as well. Lovely ball movement. Coming in and oh, it goes down for Plumtree too. I like that from Keslow Evans Jr.
It's always such a tough coverage as well when you collapse the defense, swing it out, and you collapse it again on that second side. And I thought Evans had the chance to go up there, made the right decision though. Finds Plumtree and one back to the line, and we expect nothing less. It shouldn't count at this point if he hits the rim. He doesn't even look like missing when he gets to the free throw line. Beautiful touch, beautiful technique. Something about lefties when they get rolling too.
Five trail by three, and then a wayward pass between Brook and Hopoi.
And a chance here for the Saints to really extend this lead. As you said before, the biggest lead was 4.
Pop pass in to goal, and there you have it. It's now 5.
One of the things you talk about in the game of basketball is can you get 3 stops in a row? Got a chance here, the Saints.
Downtown, Thompson couldn't get it, but getting up was Hopoi for the rebound, but unfortunately it found the hands of Brewster in the end.
If the Saints score here, if I was the Fire, I'd pull a player timeout, just hold the momentum. There's no point in holding it to that very last second when it's too late. They get this bucket here. They get the stop though.
Well, it's messy, but in the end it goes back to Thompson. He looks good in transition. Does well to save that ball. Does young Greensill, gets the ball back. Just needing a bit of a settler at the moment, the Fire. Jet Thompson goes up for it. Oh, unfortunately didn't get the roll.
It's just like a lid's gone on the basket here. Last minute or so for the Fire. Jet Thompson's been big for them. They're probably pretty happy with the looks that he's getting. Just can't convert.
Nice, great interplay, and then Denham Brook is having a block party tonight.
He's everywhere. On the weak side, they need him down there too. Good rotation.
Finally, Jet gets 1 to 4, and he's pleading for the refs for a foul. Doesn't get it.
Well, this angle looked like there was contact too. Tough finish. Same foot, same hand. Crafty.
Minute to play, and I have to say, this is probably one of the more entertaining Sky Broadband Rapid League games I've seen this season. Tata Paese again. Look at that reverse.
He's just taking over the ball game. Kind of just needed someone to step up and take over this ball game in the fourth quarter, and he has done exactly that. And with 40 seconds to go, put the Saints in a really, really good position to win this ball game.
Denham Brook gets the ball whacked out of his hands by Keslow Evans.
Looked like that came off the knee there. Got his hands in there, bounced off Denham Brook's knee, but wasn't too much of a fight there, so it's always a bit of a telling sign.
Lewis looking for some options. Almost losing the ball there was Masters. Lewis puts up the 3. And he will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. for 3 shots.
He's just got that. What's a unique style of shot, and Dion Brewster just a little bit late to that one. As we see here, they run that double stagger or that turnout. That's a foul. Last thing you need if you're part of the Saints and the squad. The clock stops and chance for 3 at the line, and the way he's shooting the ball at the moment, he's just got that unique technique that can kind of throw you off, and Dion Brewster just got a little bit too close, picked up the foul, and keeps the fire in this ball game.
He's got the opportunity to bring the game within 2 points. He's 2 from 2 so far. As I was saying, this has been one of the tighter contests I've seen in the Rapid League this year. And the shooting's been good too. There's been good looks. There's been overall good basketball being played.
It's a big game for the Fire as well. They averaged 29 points and put up 40 tonight. And Ray Lewis is shooting the ball at the moment. Jet Thompson showed up tonight as well. Bench points being huge for the Saints. 16 points off the bench. 10 off the bench for the Fire.
So I think one referee said there was no foul and the other one said there was. So now they have agreed there was a foul.
Walking down 94 feet. Keslow Evans to the line. They're going to get possession back after this as well.
Makes it count too, so now a 3-point ball game. Was it a tee?
I think it fouled before the ball came in. So they pick up a foul, and Keslow Evans gets to walk all the way down, add to his total, but more importantly, make this a 3-point ball game. Now if the Saints come down and score, push this one out to 5. So in terms of the game, the dynamic of the game, huge call there. Still a little confused about what's going on. Everything's sorted and we're back in.
28 seconds left. Some full court pressure being applied here by the Fight.
And don't need a foul. Going back to defense. They can get a stop.
You heard the call say foul, and they've done that.
It was close. If you're going to do that, you want to do that a lot earlier in the shot clock.
Just wasted like 15 seconds. Maybe 10 seconds.
This is rapid. Everyone's learning. Got to make sure that you're on all 16 minutes, and couldn't have been better there for the Saints. Wasn't really any pressure. Eat up about 10 seconds off the shot clock and put one of their best free throw shooters back to the line.
Could be the nail in the coffin too, making it a 4-point game now. So a 2-score opportunity needed for the Fight. Now 5 points. They've asked for the timeout here. So what can they conjure up in 13 seconds to get 5 points, Brooke? Quick score and a stop?
What they should do is they should go talk to the Saints. Just try and start a fight. That's what you want to do. Pick up a couple of technicals, get to the free throw line, don't waste any time, get this ball game back to 3, then come back and hit a 3. That's the best I can conjure.
Let's see if
in here,
they
you
do
want to
this.
just say something smart.
Tui Lewis looks like he's doing that.
They didn't listen to me.
Lewis quickly with the 3. Doesn't get it. He's trying to call that he was fouled.
And I like the look. Trying to get some confusion there. Slip screen looked like their back screen so they could get the lob on the rim. Trying to get some confusion of the Saints defense, but pretty good job to recover. And it's Tui Lewis was the threat there. They get out there, they cover, and Those ones you roll the dice even contesting that close. If he hits that, as you see, just because he's got that technique that we were talking about before, could have been something low. I don't think there was a foul on that one, but you always roll the dice going that close.
Brewster inbounds and Lewis gives a foul. They're just dragging the game out a little bit here.
I thought the Saints had a chance to just push the ball off that rebound. They called the player timeout. And even that one, it can get a little dicey, especially when you're inbounding the ball, gets to that 3-4 seconds. Turnovers can happen. Last thing you need is a turnover on a 5-second violation. They get the ball in. Someone has been solid at the line tonight. Stays that way in Keslow Evans. And you win games at the free throw line, you lose games at the free throw line. And they had that lead. They put this man to the line, and he's iced this ball game for the Saints tonight.
Absolutely has. Keslow Evans. Jet Thompson loses the handles there too. It's messy. And it's a travel.
I feel like I'm the same as the ref. I don't know what I would have called there, but there was something in there. I don't know what that was, but there was double dribble, travel. Not sure what I was calling, but there was something in there.
It didn't look right.
It didn't look right.
2 seconds left to play. It is now a 7-point lead for the Saints. You think they'll have it well and truly in the bag right now. They do. And that is the end of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And well, after leading in the second and third quarter, the fight all of a sudden fell away, and it was the Saints who prevailed, the visiting team, 47 points to 40.
High scoring game too. That 47 points, going close to 50 once again. Jet Thompson was big. I like the way he played tonight, but Dr. Paisi really took over the ball game in the fourth. Had a couple of threes to really set the tone. Lewis goes from strength to strength. I love what he's doing right now as well. Goal tidying up a lot of those Plumtree, those rebounds as well. But Jet Thompson scoring, assisting, getting rebounds as well, a little bit of everything. Keslow Evans had another strong, solid performance tonight. 10 points, 5 assists. When you're watching that game, you didn't really feel like he had a huge impact, but he absolutely did, and there's a reason why he's fighting for that MVP spot right now. 10 points, 5 assists. Just solid for them the whole entire game, whole entire ball game. And more importantly, another win for the Saints in Rapid.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up at 7:30, we have the Sal's NBL game between the Tauranga Whai and the Wellington Saints, but it was the Saints who prevailed in the Sky Broadband Rapid League at 47 points to 40. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. Tō whasui fua.
Also, safety planning at the Fire HQ. Being there, it's also considered as a still building. And this is what you can do. You can donate and visit the Fire community to donate some money, and it will be much more appreciated. I can find it. We love your help. We're trying to raise some money for safety planning at the Fire HQ. So the final right now, we got about 20 minutes before the final. The boys are over. Get yourself a drink, get yourself a pie, get yourself something to sip on, something to nibble on. And the starting five, all the Saints and the five will be getting to walk. We appreciate everyone coming along and supporting basketball here at Fire Basketball, also Tauranga Basketball. If you're forward, shout out to you guys. Good to the father. Shout out to the boy. What I'm saying, sorry, appreciate you. My way of Shout out to everyone. Welcome to the second tournament. Appreciate all your pictures. Let's go. Making sure we see a fair shout here out to the basketball. We got all the basketball teams supporting our team in the third up. Now we can get good till we take the ball. Shout out to each and every one. Let's go, let's go. Players to the benches, please. Players to the benches. Players to the benches. And also number 27, Alpha Picture. Shout out to the Assistant coaches Troy McLean, Jackson Summons, manager is James Pierce, and the president is Chris Marshall. This evening, come on, take WHI in the lane before we do 202. Sure that you do scan the QR code on the back of the seat. Therefore, you can go to the Wellington 3-month membership and contract, scan the QR code on the back of the seat. So we hope you go in and with 3 months worth of free membership and contract. And also for the game out, we would really love to have your help. Please help us raise $14,000 for safety management around our new community in Newport. Just text us or click through the website and we'll just now visit by the community to donate. This is
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E. Help me up, never let it fall. Help me roll like an animal. Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
Talo falava malolesu fumo malalangi imama afio mai ia manuia le vaiaso o le ngangana Samoa. Welcome into Mercury, Baypark and Tauranga for the Sal's NBL. The Tauranga Whai host the Wellington Saints in round sifulu or round 10. It's Samoan Language Week here in New Zealand. O loingo o Taylor Johnson, o te samalanu o Sainga. I'm Taylor Johnson and welcoming in Brooke Roscoe, Malo Lava.
Tough. Talofa Lava. Excited to see how this game plays out. It's very fascinating and interesting to me because you've got two teams, two kind of different boats at the moment. Saints coming off a huge loss to the Rams, who are rolling right now. Injuries. People welcome back into the squad, and for the Fire, they're welcoming a brand new import coming off the back of a win, which they were up 20 at one point, but came back and ended up getting the 2-point win. But a win's a win.
A win is a win, and 30% of people are backing the Fire to get the win tonight, which is pretty big considering where they are on the table. But as you mentioned, and we'll see later on, there's a couple of big names missing from this. But get your phone, scan your QR code, and you could go in to win some pizza just for voting. Let me get my phone out, Brooke. Who are you picking? No fence sitters here on the Sal's NBL.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go with the Saints tonight. I think a team that's coached by Zico Coronel, he'll get them back into top shape. They obviously have an incredibly talented backcourt. Some players out, but I think it's a big game for the Saints. They want to stay there or thereabouts. But the Fire fighting, I think it's going to be close. But I got the Saints to win this ball game tonight.
Fire fighting. I like what you did there. Let's take a look at this NBL ladder. As you said, the Saints in 4th place, the Fire in 7th. They're fighting for that 6th spot, but it's a logjam up the top there.
Well, it is a logjam. Those top two teams right now are real standouts for me. I think the Airs are fighting too. The Tuatara and the Rams, statements galore over the last couple of weeks, and the Rams, they put the business on the Wellington Saints. But that's what I mean. This one here for the Saints is a fight-back game. But as we've said all year long, it's their fight for 6 right now. And the Fire and the Giants sitting pretty comfortably right there in that 6th spot. But this is a big game. If the Fire can get this, a win over the Saints, drops the Saints back a little bit lower, helps the Fire go up. This game is huge in terms of playoffs.
Games coming up in the round 2. Don't forget the Nelson Giants will host the Hawks tomorrow night, and the Airs will host the Nuggets on Friday. Canterbury Rams will play the Hawks on Saturday, and then the big Saturday night game, the Tuatara will host the Saints. That could be a telling one, and also 2 games on the Sunday as well. Don't forget, plenty of Sal's NBL action throughout the week. Starts off on a Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hoops all day, every day.
We don't miss much. Non-stop, and I'm so here for it.
Here is the starting lineup for the Saints. Ben Levy, Leafa, Air, Samuel and Smith Milner. And there are some big names on there, but also 2 big omissions.
2 big omissions. Start with Hiram Harris, who has been the backbone of this squad for the Saints. Does everything that they need, and he went out early in that last ball game against the Rams, and we saw what it was to not have him out there, and that man huge as well. He fought through that game, but just couldn't do enough to stay out here and play tonight. But doing that gives the chance like Ben Levy and Darnay Samuel to really step up and have their moment and have their game for the Saints, and it's going to be big if those 2 can get going. Isaiah Leafa back in the squad, though, huge for them.
Usually we catch up with the head coach, but we decided to change it up this week, and we caught up with Dan Brewster.
Dion Brewster, Wellington Saints. First of all, welcome back to the Sal's NBL Basketball League. As you go into tonight's game against the Fire team, and with injury concerns, what's your mindset set for tonight?
I think we just, we stick to the game plan that we've been building the last few days. We've got, a deep group and some young guys that are ready to step up. So we just stick to that, play hard, and hopefully everything else will take care of itself.
You have Isaiah Leafa back tonight, your running friend, your running mate. What can you expect from Isaiah tonight?
I mean, Isaiah's going to do what he does. Is like, explosive scorer, plays defense, can get to the rim, get guys involved. So hopefully he's ready to go, and we definitely need him tonight.
Well, it's so great to have you back, Dion, and hope you have a good game tonight.
Thank you.
We saw there with the voting that some people have listened to Brooke Roscoe and have changed their minds from the Whai and gone towards the Saints. But hey, stay Whawhika, stay strong, and pick the Whai if that's who you're backing beforehand. But let's take a look at the starting lineup here. Bazant, Pero Hunt, Holland, Carr, and a name we saw last year, but for the Hawks, Ira Lee back in the league.
Ira Lee back in the league, you're absolutely right. And this is the perfect pickup for the Whai, if you ask me. Import coming in. I think the impact that he can have, it's a spot that they needed to fill, and he knows this league, he knows these players, he knows these refs, he knows these coaches, he knows how this league is run. So to have an import come that's been here before, huge for the Whai, and this could help them. They need to pick up in a lot of places. Rebounding is one. Ira Lee can be a huge, huge help for the Whai tonight.
Well, again, we usually catch up with Matt Lacey,
Ira
but
Lee,
no,
first
let's
of
change it
all,
up. Ira
welcome
Lee.
back to the Sal's NBL Basketball League. You were with Hawke's Bay last year, and now you're back here with the Whai men's basketball team. Obviously, they want you for instant impact. What do you see as your role, for the team moving forward?
I mean, obviously I'm always gonna play hard, so I'm just coming in, try to bring energy to everyone, keep everyone together, and obviously, we got a real chance of making the playoffs. So, like I said, just positive energy. That's the biggest thing for me right now.
The thing about it is, many people don't know, you just arrived at 9:20 this morning. So, and they're expecting big things from you. So, what are some of the things that your team has introduced you to today?
Yeah, definitely ball screen defense, going to get on that, and then just basic stuff on offense, just making sure I get my seals, running the lane correctly. When a good time, set a screen, when it's not, so just they gave me simple things right now. As long as we get through the game tonight, I'll get to practice and go over the other stuff later.
All right, well, good luck tonight and have a good game.
Brooke, the man has been in the country for 10 hours, and now he is playing in the Sal's NBL. I mean, what in the world?
Sometimes that's better. You can't overthink anything. Imagine that Coach Matt Lacey is going to simplify his role tonight. As he said before, set screens, get out and run. But I think it's huge to have an Ira Lee in the squad and looks somewhat different. Looks skinnier than we saw last year. He said he's going to bring those positive vibes. I expect nothing less. Ira Lee, I think, is going to be a huge pickup for them. Chemist
Warehouse head-to-head, and not pretty reading if you are a Whai supporter, but the Saints in really good form.
Well, Byron Vito, we just heard before, he was doing the interviews. He was a scorer. He's living there. Maybe that's what they need. They're touch like a Byron Vito because they're struggling to score at the moment. 75 points. It's hard to win any ball game around the world. We're only scoring 75 points per game. Assist there or thereabouts for the Saints. Every time they come down, they're going to find you. They got the likes of Ben Air to run the PG. Dion Brewster coming in, but Isaiah Liafa can get it rolling as well. But when you score just under 100 points, especially in this league, when you play 10-minute quarters, you are going to go a long way to winning a bunch of games. They also sit really pretty on that three-point percentage as well. So they got a squad. We know exactly what the Wellington Saints can do, but this isn't a given. This isn't a guarantee. The way the Whai are playing, I expect them to come out and think that they're going to win this ball game at home. Ira Lee's here. Momentum's with them. We saw what happened with the Saints last time. I think this is going to be a scary proposition for the Saints tonight if the Whai come out and play how we expect.
Well, the Whai actually did really well against the Rams last week. They ended up going down, but then they bounced back a few days later, played the Jets and won 77-75. The Saints, on the other hand, as you've already mentioned before, had a big loss, 107-84. So the Saints were wanting to bounce back, but also the Whai are riding on a high.
They are. That man on screen there, just going on screen right now, Isaiah Liafa is huge to have back with the squad. They just got killed. Every way he could get killed by the Rams, they did, but on the defensive end, he can tidy up a lot. And Ben Air doesn't back down from anybody. They got two hounds in the backcourt coming on the defensive end, but when they get out there, they can run, they can shoot the three. Smart, high IQ basketball players as well. So having Isaiah Liafa back. The backcourt matchup tonight between Parrot Hunt, Bazant, Ben Air, and Isaiah Liafa is one to watch out for. I think we're going to have ourselves a ball game tonight.
It's like battle of who's got the best toe sleeve as well between Pero Hunt and Liafa.
I'm going to let you choose that one.
Whose arm is going to shoot the best? And then the Fortus have entered the chat too.
I like the idea, this is what I'm saying, that Pero Hunt, yes, the Fortu's there too. Pero Hunt, he's got his on the left, and the only reason he doesn't have the right, because the only thing you need with the right is to shoot buckets.
How good it is at the fight.
I made that up. I don't know if that's a thing.
No, I don't think it is.
But that's what I'm saying.
The Whai have first possession. And straight away they get the ball into Ira Lee's hands. His first shot, it's unsuccessful. Pulls up short. but he just needs to get in his confidence.
I like it. Go straight to him. And you see that, build his confidence, get there, get a look nice and early, so that you want him part of the team, gets his hands on the ball as well. But you just want him to start with some momentum as you see Pierre Hunt run to that three-point line. And too much space.
Pierre Hunt, he started off his last game just like that. He was hot outside the perimeter. Leafa wants to go quickly. Gets it to Ben Levy. Can't return the favour with the triple. But going back to Ira Lee, he's the one that forced that turnover too. Got his hand in the cookie jar.
Well, we see it, instant impact. You're right. Forces that turnover. Pierre Hunt, another wide open three. Different result this time, but cleans up the board as well. Just want him to have an impact nice and early, and Ira Lee is doing exactly that.
Yeah, getting harassed on the outside by Carr. And then another steal, intercept, tip, whatever you want to call it, by Bazant. But unfortunately, it finds out of bounds. Leafa gets the pass into Benair. And off balance, gets the shot away, but will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line in less than 2 minutes.
Benair won't take a backward step. It's one thing that we've seen, not just in this league, in the Aussie League as well. Just a feisty competitor. Creates that contact, gets the shot up, gets to the line, and kind of became the engine of the Saints over the last couple of games, especially with Isaiah Leafa overseas, spent a bit of time in America. He's back, but he was the engine. He was pushing traffic. He was driving the car and put up a 30-point game against the Bulls, and that tough win that they had, that 2-point win they had. And it wasn't his night down in Wellington last week. It wasn't anyone's night for the Saints, but he didn't take a backward step all night.
So he registers the first points for the Saints in this matchup. And as we mentioned beforehand, the Saints coming off a heavy loss, wanting to get their season back on track. The Whai, though, have really come into it towards the second half of the season. Holland putting the shot up, the three ball falls short, air tidies up.
Saints just get corner rotations there. Second time they've got it to the opposite side on a wide open shot. It's Isaiah Leafa. Find his once school teammate, Dane Samuel, who also has been in Japan as well. Joined the Saints late in the season. It's the first 6-7 rounds, but with no Hiram Harris. Perfect pickup for them now.
I love that pass too from Leafa, that bounce pass to Samuel. Threaded it through beautifully. So Samuel, 201 centimetres of him. I feel like he's taller than that. You know, everyone usually adds centimetres, but I feel like he's been caught short here on his stats. Oh, we play on.
Could be right. Could be right on that one. Still got that athleticism. He is big man. Still got that athleticism with a soft touch down there. Could cause some big problems in the paint today.
Bit of a collision between Carr and Smith-Milner. And it's play on. Ira Lee, we'll talk about collision. What I think happened there, Smith-Milner took exception to when he was pushed over beforehand and just came in strong with those shoulders.
Speaking of big boys, just a big body right there. And momentum. Rode him right into Ira Lee, picks up the foul, but it's another one, nursing a bit of an injury. They down on numbers tonight. Just went for the ball, nothing malice in that. There's no malice in it at all, but picks up the foul nice and early on Toy Smith-Milner.
The Whai again register some points. Benair to Smith-Milner. Leafa looks for the three, decides against it. Samuel decides to go his own, finds a lane and then puts it up.
We were talking about big body, but he's got that soft touch, went to that in and out. He gets downhill, he was tough. They do well not to turn the ball over there. Isaiah picked it well. Keep possession though and tidy everything up, and they get a basket, back-to-back buckets.
Phil Carr with a mid-range jump shot. He played well against the Giants. Scored a season high 25 points. And they've got the stop as well. Carr with the bounce pass to Pierre Hunt. Back to Carr, puts it up. Nice interplay from the Whai. Off to a good start.
Off to a good start, and their best looks come off Wellington turnovers. That's 5 points now off turnovers, and Half their points coming off turnovers too, so they have to protect the ball if you're the Saints, because they're going to make you pay tonight if you're the Whai.
Leafa with a second 3-point shot.
That's what they missed. The last couple of weeks without him, another 3-point shooter, a threat from deep. It just kind of takes the load off being here.
And pulling up as well, Iron Lee.
Gets it to convert. Didn't look confident with that shot there.
He didn't. He kind of wavered a bit, like when you lean to make the ball go like it's going to follow you.
Hey, but you take the 2 points. 2 points, 2 points, picks up the foul. And it's been interesting to see, as we talked about before, he's dropped a bit of weight from what we saw last year. We saw that one go up. He shoot that bad boy with confidence, but nonetheless, that is 2 points. But just the pace, it's a quick pace to start this ball game, considering the man got off the plane at 9:30 this morning. And that's not direct. He comes through Auckland, you come through Wellington, so you have to catch another flight. He's been traveling.
Leafa on the fly, couldn't get there, and hustling for the rebound was Ben Levy, and they get the ball back too. And also a big shout out to everyone joining us on TikTok Wednesday night, live and free on TikTok. Leafa, footwork, unable to get there. And so Tara Hunt with the rebound.
See Sam Gold into the ball game nice and early, and expect big minutes from him tonight as well. Young talent out of Wellington, and no Lat Mayan, no Hiram Harris. That's why he plays as well. So it's the next man up for the Wellington Saints. Play big minutes against the Rams. More time he gets in the jersey, more time he spends out on the floor. He's going to find that comfort level. And he's in this ball game nice and early.
Yeah, he was good too in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game, where the Saints, they trailed the entire game. And then all of a sudden, in the final quarter, they had that 7-point lead and got the win. And that is a killer, just out of bounds, unfortunately, with Ben Levy.
Just unforced turnover there from the Wellington Saints. Coach Killer and Coach Zico now with his arms folded over there, but that's 3 turnovers. We're harping on it right now, but you just don't want to set the trend for the ball game. You have to protect the ball at all costs. And it's not like the pressure is causing these turnovers. These are unforced turnovers from the Saints right now.
Was that a block or was that a wayward shot? The ball went up in the air and I don't know how it got there.
Got the hands in the cookie jar. It looked like it was a foul to me. It looked like there was contact on that drive. No foul called though. Can't believe it. Against Marcus Holland.
Then Brooke onto the court for the fight. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna get that one, and charging in for that rebound was Ben Levy.
And for me, Ben Levy, he needs to have a big game tonight. He hasn't had one of those breakout games, especially as an import. He has a chance tonight to see the pocket pass there. Good look from Aaron Smith-Milner on the rim, but Ben Levy, as we've already said, no Hiram Harris, no Lat Mayan. Someone needs to step up. As you see Gold pick up the foul, and Bazan rejects the screen, no help side.
And I loved the work of Bazant there, because he went back to go forward. He pulled out like he wasn't going to go for that shot, and then when the defense followed, decided to go for that drive, and it opened up. Fortunately, he couldn't get the bucket to fall, but he will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Against a good defender as well. Ben here, you're right, just rejected the screen, and as a defender, you just know you have to force him to get help. They're not what we call bluing or icing on that one. So he has to force it back into the screen. Bazant rejects the screen. I'm not short on that first one. Just going back to Ben Levy. For me, this is his night. I saw that against the Rams as well. Didn't have that breakout game, but this is his night, or his chance to have his night. Someone needs to fill the space. Someone needs to get those shots. And he could be that guy for the Saints if he gets going.
When you look at the body composition of the Saints, they're a lot tougher team in terms of size, whereas far more of an agile team.
Yeah, and both can work. So this game really finds its rhythm and finds its flow.
Carr had the look for the open 3, decides to feed it to Brooke, and then plenty of hands sucking that ball away. No fouls as well. Good work on defense. And from downtown, Leafa just ricocheted off the back of the rim, but that would have been a shot. He goes back for more, unable to convert that one too.
My favorite Isaiah Liafa, though, was an aggressive Isaiah Liafa. We're seeing that tonight early in this ball game as Pirate Hunt gets another look. Good look for Pirate Hunt. Saints can't allow him to get those type of looks because he will make you pay. Earlier I said this could be Ben Levy's game. I think you need to flip that for the Saints and for Ben Levy and say this needs to be his game.
For three down the right edge, and at the moment no one really finding their accuracy outside the perimeter other than Pirate Hunt to begin with. And again, the offensive boards have been good for the fight, but defense is strong. Bazant out on the edge, can't find the bottom of the net either. Ben goes quickly, and Pirate Hunt called for the foul.
Just so much going on right now. Nobody gets back on that one-on-one transition. Ben always had the advantage getting downhill, but this game right now just seems chaotic. No one's in their spaces, no one's in their sets. Ben does a good job of, as I said, getting downhill, picking up the foul on Pirate Hunt. But this game, this feels like it needs 2 or 3 positions just to slow down, just to get everybody in their spots. No one's waiting for themselves to come out of the corners. Everything just feels a little bit rushed right now.
Well, you'll note that the Saints are all wearing black armbands at the moment, and that is out of respect for the Aston Barron family, who tragically lost their dad and grandfather on last Saturday evening. So our thoughts are with them. Whānau, who's volunteered and worked over a decade on the game, and the Saints officers. So on behalf of Sky, we send our condolences. So the Whai got 2 points back. It's now a 2-point game between the two of them. And on paper, you would think that the Saints should be dominating, but the Whai have done well the latter end of the season just to stay in these games and compete. And for those that have just joined us, Ira Lee back, and well, Liafa looked hesitant there. Don't know if that was the pass he wanted to get away. And it just opens up for Liafa all of a sudden, and a block coming in there too. Bodies everywhere. What's the call?
And it's kind of on brand for how this game's worked out so far.
It's some helter-skelter stuff right now. What's going on? The teams are wanting to play with tempo, but it's a little bit too fast and no one's on the same page.
Well, you can play with tempo, but you also have to play under control. And there's a controlled tempo that this game is lacking at the moment. And it's not on lack of effort. It's definitely not on lack of effort. But that tempo has to favor you. And at the moment on both sides, I'm not sure who it favors right now. I don't think it favors either. Just on how it's being played out.
Well, it's Samoa language week at the moment, and what I would use to describe this game is Valia right now, but hopefully we're getting there. Hopefully we see some more sticky shots like we did beforehand. Jet Thompson onto the court. A couple of the Rapid League players on now. I can see Lewis, who has had a stellar season in his new colours. And another turnover.
And another turnover. And this happened in Rapid as well. It was a slow start, and then all of a sudden the game just took off for both teams. This game is definitely fast. Just as we said just before, just got to find that control, get the ball back into the right guy's hands, wait in your spaces.
Gold for three, and it's money.
Instant impact, exactly what you want off the bench. Shot that ball, confidence came out of the corner, lifted well. Ben Eyre, the point guard, on the hook, finds him, and just as you see here, it's just on Denenbrook. Probably did the right thing. Just trying to hit Ben Levy on that dive, but I thought the big did a good enough job there to get back in front, and Denenbrook could have left a little bit earlier. Could have had a better hand up there, but good job there from Ben Eyre just to pick them apart. Doesn't feel like it's a 6-point ball game right now. The Saints back-to-back positions, get to the free throw line, and they hit that three. They extend this lead out. And if you're the Saints, especially I saw this the other day, and they're so used to winning. For the last 25 years, all we've seen the Saints do is win. And if you can get on top of the Saints, I don't know how to say this properly without. I'm gonna say how I feel. If you can get the Saints winning, if the Saints are winning, they're gonna be fine. If you can get on top of the Saints and they start losing, I don't know if they necessarily know how to lose. They don't know how to get back into ball games. they start blaming other people. They start blaming the refs. If you can get on top of the Saints, which is a lot easier said than done, but what we saw from the Rams the other day, you can get on top of the Saints. But if you give them a chance and they can blow out a lead, they know how to win just as well.
Glad you said it with your chest. There was a voice crack in there, but you still said it with your
tiptoeing around it
chest.
for a while, but that's one thing though. When you have a pedigree like the Saints have, you're so used to winning, to the detriment sometimes you struggle with learning how to lose.
100%. They've got plenty of titles, including a man sitting on the bench with 4 titles, which is Prooster. And they know how to win, as you say.
Damn, DL's got 4.
He's got 4. Unless the stats guys
Nah,
wrong.
it does too, you're right.
Oh, and throwing it down, Denham Brook.
Good look, like the play, easy set. Wide open looking. Tara Hunt with the block down the other end.
And a height mismatch, if any, as well. Good elevation from Parrot Hunt.
Got up on that one too, because we know what goal can do at the letter. Parrot Hunt, perfect time, he gets up and blocks the shot.
No one really putting their hand up for Parrot Hunt at the moment, so he just had to take it himself. It was really static on offense from the Whai in that play. And take a look here. Everyone's kind of just sitting around. Oh, here's the throwdown from Brooke.
Fans here loud with it. It's worked a couple times.
It's Wednesday night. The kids are having a late night with school tomorrow morning.
Good start here from Gold though.
Yeah,
It's
he's
at
doing
3. Gets to the free throw line, 5 points, and you see the instant impact from Sam Gold to start this ball game.
Bazant was hesitant to get the pass to Brooke, and then just a miscommunication with the pass back. And we've seen a couple of those already from this Whai team.
Just another turnover as well. Another empty possession there from the Whai. Let's tidy up a couple of things. Just leading into the quarter, or just starting that second quarter. If they can tidy up a couple of things, they'll make it tough for the Saints tonight.
Google meter onto the court as well for the Saints. Leafa loses the handles there.
And this is where they're the most dangerous. Saints seem to do a pretty good job this time on transition defense, but they have made them pay on those turnovers.
Denham Brook let the 3 ball fly, and Tara Hunt couldn't put it back in either.
Did all the hard work. Hustled down there, got the look that he wanted, but you're right, just missed. Ben Air down the other end. Tough one in traffic. Just the aggressor.
Tough finish from Ben Air. As you mentioned, about 10 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and getting up high. It's Dougal meter.
Get up and fly. And having him out there, Isaiah Liafa, just allows space, because you have to stay at home on the shooters. Now Ben Air can get downhill, as you see them hold for the last shot.
Ben Air decides to go himself. Looked like he was trying to get that pass away, calling for the foul. Isn't going to get it, so 3 seconds left on the clock. The Whai needing to score here.
And the ref's holding it in the pocket. I thought there was a lot of contact earlier in this ball game as Holland went down, as you see the player timeout. That time, Ben Air looked like there was contact on that one as well. And I'm okay with it if it's going both ways. Ben Air wants the foul. I think there was, but Holland didn't pick up one earlier in the ball game as well.
It's an 8-point lead for the Saints, and it doesn't feel like that, but when you look at the stats, the Whai are only shooting at 33% from the field, which is well below their average of 42%, which is also really low.
Well, it's the Saints. They do that as well. We talk about how dominant they can be on the offensive end, but they do just as good job on the defensive end, and they make it tough.
Parrot Hunt for the shot, cannot get there. And so to end the quarter, it is 23 points to 15. The visiting side, the Wellington Saints, leading the Tauranga Whai in the first game of round 10 in the South NBL. Don't go anywhere. We have the rest of the game coming up after this.
Congratulations. Those are my friends from the West. Yay! Round of applause for the people that said you're starting to play basketball. Yay! Okay, so fine. Young man, what's your name? Cohen?
Hello, TikTok. This is a little TikTok exclusive. You guys are the only ones that can hear us right now. Got myself and Brooke Roscoe here.
Whoop, whoop.
We do read your guys' comments, by the way, and they do make us giggle during it. Someone said we're clowning.
Who said such things? I'm going on.
What league is this? This is the Sal's NBL in New Zealand. And the Whai are hosting the Saints.
Oh, I see. All right, we need some questions.
Give Brooke one word to say during the second quarter, and we'll see what he can come up with. Give us
I'll
a
conjure
couple.
something.
Someone said, "Can I get a shout out?" But I mean, when your handle is a cross and a basketball, we don't know your name.
The Lord's Baller, yes.
The Lord's Baller. That is your new nickname.
Shout out to you.
The Lord's Baller.
Oh, that's his partner. He is, I agree.
Daniel. The Lord's Baller is Daniel.
Daniel.
We'll catch you in the next break, fam. Welcome back into the Sal's NBL where the Tauranga Whai are hosting the Saints. Don't forget you can join us live on TikTok as well. If you need to go away, do the dishes, or if you need to make yourself some food, you can still watch. If you need a little trip to the wharepaku, you can take us with you. But if you want to go to Sal's Pizza and get a $30 pizza, you can do that too and still watch on TikTok.
Yeah, you're right.
Good.
That was a segue. That was incredible. That pizza is me, though. Good start, though, from the Saints. Like we said, it's a little bit sloppy, but all that matters is they have an 8-point lead right now. You said it before, Whai, their shooting percentage isn't where they want it, where they need it, which is a positive sign. Just claw their way, chip their way back into this ball game. It doesn't have to be 1-2 positions, but I think the Saints are getting the clean, tidy looks that they want right now. If Whai can tidy it up, get a couple more looks, a couple looks that they want.
They're going to need to get some stops, and they've got one there, but they need to convert with the offensive opportunities that they've been getting. Carr with a wide open unmarked three, and it bounced everywhere, including in the rim.
And you take it. It was hesitant on that first. They're staying at home. They're letting them have that shot. You see Toy Smith-Milner deep in the paint. So they're going to make you make that shot first, and it makes them pay.
Smith-Milner from deep. Goes around the rim, doesn't go in though. And so if the Whai can score here, well and truly back in this pair of Hunt out on the edge, calling for the ball. Holland loses control. Pleading with the referees or something, he ain't gonna get it.
Starters back out here for the Whai as well. Someone who I thought we may see extended minutes, especially the way he played the last ball game. As Smith-Milner puts up the three, and that's someone you cannot give any space from behind the line. But it's Toy Lewis. Came in for a couple minutes there in that first quarter, but back on the bench. But just the way he was playing in the last couple games, 23 the last time out, shooting the ball well, played well and rapid.
Bazant from the edge replies with a three-pointer himself.
Starts with a good look out of the paint. Swing, and finds Bazant in that corner pocket, makes him pay, and back-to-back threes from both of these squads.
What I love about Smith-Milner is the three-point shooter. As we see a three from gold. Never mind Smith-Milner. I'm going to be cliche and say everything he touches turns to gold.
I think that's the first time he's probably heard that one too. Looks good though. I like the shot. The shot's smooth. He's athletic, can play D. We see the swing and Benny find the wide open shooter, but it's just a motion. It's a fluid shot.
He banked a couple as well in the Sky Broadband Rapid League just beforehand, and you know we always give props to the Rapid League because it does warm these players up. It gives them the confidence heading into the Sal's NBL, into the big league here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Ira Lee into the paint with gold on him. Gives him a little look down too.
And that's the mismatch down the other end. Gold obviously has the speed as we see Benny get downhill, pick up the foul on Bazant, but Gold has that footwork, has that first step, that speed, but when you have the power down in the block, Ira Lee back down there, and we saw him do that a bunch last year, gets to the left, can finish with the right as well. just buried him with that big body. And Ben Gold's still young. Excuse me, Sam Gold's still young. And as time goes on, he'll put on weight.
Good weight.
Good weight.
You gotta be
right.
specific there, Brooke.
You're right. Actually, I don't think
other people put on bad weight.
I don't think he's ever
like
going to put on bad weight. I've seen the family. I've seen the line that he comes from. I don't think he's ever going to put on bad weight. He's going to put on some strength, though. He'll be able to hold his own in the paint.
8 points now the lead for the Saints. The fight. Every time they get a couple of buckets back, the Saints go up another level. Almost a 3-point play, but he will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Wasn't problems right now. He hit that 3 before, and they just come out a step closer and just had momentum. I like that as well. Didn't muck around. Knew what he was trying to do. Got the step on Ben Levy, and we just see here, quick move. Gets the step, gets around Ben Levy, gets to the line.
Did I hear Tarzan in the crowd?
You know the organizers, that's the wrong team there. Do that when the Saints are shooting the free throws now.
Oh, I love the Sal's NBL. I love it.
Not on the second one. They got an earful. Someone's auntie told them off.
Yeah, wrong team, son, wrong team. So Leafa goes himself, pivots, decides to, oh, how about that pass? If this bucket goes in, oh, what a waste of an assist there, because that was a dime.
Did everything right there, Isaiah Leafa. And the look as well. Sometimes you just have too much space, you overthink it. Ben Levy just too strong on that one. A good look there from Isaiah Leafa, gets into the paint. You've seen the impact that he's had. They welcome him back into the squad.
It's tough for the Saints when, you know, you don't have Leafa and Harris playing at the same time. You get one back, you lose one. And they're at full strength. They are tough to handle. Bazant goes to Carr. And Ira Lee gives Smith Milner a little elbow. Unnoticed. Just not finishing those points that matter. Holland underneath the rim.
Just needs to go up on that one strong. More athletic, taller, bigger, stronger. Then Ben Air. Ben Air gets down in the paint, makes the pay, finding Ben Levy. You're right. Holland needs to go up on that last one.
The little pass off to Ira Lee, and it's a 3-point play. He had one opportunity at the stripe for Ira. And I've liked his injection. Do not forget, team, if you've just joined us, he arrived in New Zealand at 9:20 a.m. this morning. It's currently 8:08 local time. He hasn't even been in the country 12 hours, and he's out there playing a professional game of basketball.
I wonder what time clock he's running on right now.
Yeah. Well, he was just playing in Israel, but I don't know if he was back home in the States.
Right.
But jet lag ain't a thing. Just on that shot.
Still a 6-point ball game right now. Whai just staying in it, making it tough, fighting for it. Ben Air felt like there was contact there. Ben Levy did a good job, and he's picked up a couple offensive rebounds, to start this ball game. He's not scoring right now, but just finding an impact. And speaking of finding an impact, Isaiah Leafa with the 3, and it's enough to call a timeout.
Oh, Manaya shot from Leafa, the man from Samoa.
That's the difference between the NBL and the ANBL. When you have that much space, it feels like you have an eternity. So used to coming off those on balls, and there's someone right there. You give any of these guys that play in the ANBL slither of space, 9 times out of 10 they'll make you pay. And doesn't look like much. That's all the time in the world for those elite guards. And he's about to go represent the Tall Blacks, and good luck to our Tall Blacks who are hopefully fighting to make their way to the Paris Olympics, but they have to go through one Luka Doncic, which I'm sure they'll be fine.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Is that all?
just that guy.
Okay.
He couldn't even win today. I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be sweet.
Speaking of the Olympics, live and exclusive coverage here on Sky with the man himself next to me, Brooke Rusco. and a whole lot of others that are going over there. You're doing it from studio. Didn't quite get the trip to Paris.
Got so close. Got the email. Just my one didn't have tickets.
Hey, we talked about this beforehand. Free gas. Everyone wants some free gas. Win some free fuel with Waitomo fueling Aotearoa. It's expensive here. Times are tough.
Free gas or free food? Food.
That's a trick question.
Food, we'll go food.
I'm offended. Why did you look at me and say food? What made you say food, bro?
Just because I know how inflation and how everything's working out right now, you know what I'm saying? It's important to us. We all need
Definitely food. Definitely food. So it's a 9-point lead at the moment for the Saints with the Whai. They really need to be more accurate with their shooting at the moment. Operating at 40%. And again, so he does get that foul, but if that had fallen.
The second time now as well. Ben Air picks up a second, but second time he gets rejected from Jaden Bazant. Not sure if that's just talk on the weak side or Jaden Bazant, just a quick, smart play there. And just caught him napping on that second. Saw Ben Air pointing down. Didn't expect him to take off there. And we've seen Jaden Bazant in this league for a few years now, especially when he was down there with the Jets. We know what he can do in this league. And plays his role with this team, but he can fill it up. Can get to the mid-range. He's athletic, and if the three ball is falling for him as well, he is a tough proposition on any given night.
And I think what we need to mention too for everyone that's watching at home and on TikTok is the Whai are a new team. Let's not forget that they are new to the league, and so the fact that they're not dead last like a lot of new teams are is good. And so was that shot.
That was good. Just coming off that handoff. And speaking of being new, it's not just a new organization, new players coming together. We see the three there from Carr. Returns favor. Brand new coach. Matt Lacey, his first year coaching in the Sal's NBL as well. So, like you said, they are fighting well above what we thought at the start of the year, and credit to them. And we thought they might have Sam Meninga at the start of the year as well. You put that big body in there. Just imagine what they could be doing. But don't have to imagine too much. They're playing well at the moment. Slow start to the season, but turn things around. And in the games that they're losing, talked about it before with the Rams, they're putting up a fight.
Isaiah Leafa with that three-point shot earlier is now on 12 points, as is Phil Carr, both leading for their teams.
Benny back to the line. He's been aggressive all night. Spent a bunch of time at the free throw line and rattles that one home. But interesting to see what happens with Dion Brewster. He came on early in the game against the Rams. We haven't seen him tonight. Obviously, he filled in that role for Isaiah Leafa, so those minutes are gone. But last time we saw Dion Brewster in this league, he was the MVP. He played under Zico Coronel. They won the competition. Difference is, especially when you come back halfway through a season, is that was kind of his team. He was the conductor. The ball was in his hands 90% of the time, and it's always hard to come back and play a different role. I think we're seeing that with Dion Brewster, and I just wonder where they're going to find space for him. But I think that's a huge person to bring back with depth in the squad, and we just haven't seen him tonight.
Timeout called as well. So both teams just having a little talanoa discussion. As we mentioned, it is Samoan Language Week here in New Zealand. Ia mana wea le whai aso o ngangana Samoa. And there's plenty of Samoan players out on court. There's Peru Hunt. There's Leafa. You told me Tani Samuel, Samoa. You think?
Sorry, Uncle, if I got that wrong, but I think Dion Brewster.
Claim it.
Dion Brewster.
685
well.
to the world, baby.
You're right, 685 to the world. Dion Brewster, who I know is Samoan as well. Shout out to his beautiful mother.
We'll claim him. Tyson Tatapaese as well.
Dion's mum, incredible cook. Yeah, trust me, he's Samoan.
Yeah, Konai on Sundays.
Oof.
Pull up. Speaking of Samoans, you can see, and for a lot of people watching on TikTok or around the world, those cultural patterns on the arms of Leafa and Pero Hunt, the Fortu brothers. Elisa Pili in the WNBA on her leg. Love to see it. Tell you what, they hurt to get.
I bet.
All that little detail. Oh, you know, you've got some time, Michael. So Holland looking to cut down this lead for the Saints. It's now an 8-point game, and they got off to such a good start, the Five, but it was the inaccuracy on offense that just let them down, and then the Saints just starting to pull away slightly. If they can get some more stops here,
and they get into the free throw line as well. They just need to convert. Shooting 50% right now for the Five. Good job getting there. Just need to make sure you make them pay. As I say, Leafa. And we talked about gravity in the Rapid League, and that's gravity once again. You just see the eyes. They come with Isaiah Leafa coming off their handoff, and the way he's shooting the ball, especially from the three-point line. So give him that. Can't give him that gap, can't give him that space. And you see him turn the corner. He's got the foot speed and just gets into the body there of Carr and takes away the shot blocking opportunity. Gets back to the free throw line, and he rattles that one home too.
There goes the kids behind the baseline, trying to put him off. Unsuccessful. Again, 9 points the difference. Holland looking for some options here. Lewis, Tui Lewis. We haven't seen too much of him at the moment in this game. Carr for three. Just in and out. Those ones are frustrating when you put them up. Leafa uses the screen of Smith-Milner. Back to Ben-Air. He's been relatively quiet, Ben-Air, in this game, from what we've seen from him this season. Opens up for him anyway and can't get the putback. Was Ben Levy. Accuracy just a little bit off at the moment. Holland dishes it to Lewis. I don't know if Ira Lee was the intended recipient of that one. Plucks it up from the air, puts up the jump shot.
Impact. Yeah, you're right, I don't think he was the designated target. Picks it up though. Wide receiver there, and he's back up to the elbow and makes them pay.
Another beautiful pass coming in from Leafa. Bounce pass to Smith-Milner, just threads the ball through. Lewis thought about the three ball. Carr spins around, Ben Levy's there, Ira Lee in the paint. That one just unsuccessful once more. Dougal Meter tidies.
He does all the small things, Dougal Meter. We know what he can do from the three-point line, but tidies up a lot of the things that they need for the Saints, and he's done that a few times already tonight.
They reset a deep three from Leafa. Rebound is in Ira Lee's hand. Gets it away to Holland to go up court. Back to Lee, pulls up for the two. No one crashing the board there for the five. And it just seemed like a shot that didn't need to go.
And he might have got away with a little bit of travel there as well, but it's one of those ones, you got to take it. Wide open look from the elbow. You see the turnover there, but it's just a confidence thing with Ira Lee. You know he can shoot it. And he plays with that good energy, brings good vibes. As I said before the ball game tipped off, you just want to shoot that bad boy with confidence. And as you said in Rapid, confidence can take you so far.
Do it with confidence. You see Caslo Evans Jr. on to the court as well now for the Saints. Couple of substitutions. Bazant gets it to Ira Lee. He's just going to put up those shots if he can. Heavy traffic in there, as you mentioned. They will get the ball back to inbound. They double teamed him in the paint.
And Isaiah Leafa is a tough man down there in the paint. They switch a lot with him. He'll go down and he'll go toes with the big man. He'll make it tough.
Danny Samuel onto the court as well. Pero Hunt from that left edge. Unsuccessful. Fai claiming that. Samuel got his foot on the line. Just looking for some options at the moment. Leafa threads that ball again. Strong underneath the rim. Dishes the pass to Samuel. Nice interplay from the Saints.
Yeah, nice look. Good cut there from Dane Samuel, gets on the rim and can't throw that bad boy down. Talked about it, he's got that soft touch though. Good pass from Ben Levy.
Biggest lead of the game with the Saints.
And flop warning.
I'd like to see the GJ Gardner Holmes replay on who got the flop warning.
Ball's being reversed and going to the Saints. Just a chance here to close out this quarter. It's 11 points right now. It's a big couple minutes for both these squads. Saints have a chance to blow this out to 15-16. With a fire, you don't want to give them any sort of breathing room. You need to cut back into this lead and hopefully go back into the locker rooms at halftime with a single-digit deficit.
Leafa with the step back three. It's actually a little total 3 points.
That don't help. Tell me if I'm wrong, but they say they're Sikia. But he has killed them from deep tonight. Isaiah Leafa 4-7 right now. As you see, Denham Brook put up the three and closing out quarters. The start and ends of quarters, I think in any sport, are huge. And chance for the Saints right here.
The Five just been guilty of probably putting up shots that didn't need to go and not being patient enough with that ball. And equally, if they're going to put those shots up, they need to crash the boards, and they haven't been doing that. They haven't got many offensive rebounds.
Other thing's really hurting Fire right now is the Saints getting to the free throw line. You're going to have to keep the Saints off the free throw line in the second half. They've struggled at points to find a rhythm. To come down and score 2-3 baskets in a row. It's been a bunch of empty positions, but one thing the Saints have done is they've managed to get to the free throw line. This is 16-17 in the first half for the Wellington Saints. Ben Eyre has done a lot of that. He's got to the free throw line 7 times himself. Isaiah Leafa, he's back there right now for his 5th and 6th.
Easy money for Leafa. He'll take a well-deserved seat on the bench.
Shows the impact that they missed the other night against the Rams. Zico Coronel, Troy McLean, Wellington's coaching staff, happy to have that man back in the Wellington uniform.
Denham Brook, good look into him. And then again, it's just those little shots that they're missing. They're getting the whistle and they're getting the trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but they're not making it a 3-point play.
And they got lucky on that one. Geslow Evans read that. Just couldn't come up with the cookies and push the pace down the other way. But you're right, got to convert on those ones. And the other place they haven't converted is once they get to the free throw line, they need to make sure that they finish currently shooting the ball at 50% after that one. Sitting just under 50%, but you're going to have to see that climb as well. So when you get there, you have to make sure you convert. Is that Snorlax? Is that the tattoo he's got?
I don't know what a Snorlax is.
Pokemon? You know Snorlax?
Oh, no, you know what? I only know who Jigglypuff is because I was in the Jigglypuff club when I was playing rugby. Man, you're really picking on me tonight, bro.
No, that was self-inflicted. That was me.
Dane Samuel has the ball. I mean, I loved his different tattoos.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah, Snorlax. Okay, I'm going to look that one up.
I could be wrong as well. It might not be Snorlax.
I want to bet that you're actually wrong and there's no Pokemon called Snorlax. TikTok, someone tell us if he's lying.
We're good?
We've had confirmation there's a Snorlax. 14 points is a big lead for the Saints. What do they need to do to get themselves back into this game, Brooke?
They need to keep the Saints off the free throw line. I don't think the Saints have shot the ball as well as they'd like to shoot the ball, as well as they are capable of. But one thing they have done is they have got to the free throw line tonight. And also shooting the 3 ball extremely well. 7-15 from behind the arc. Isaiah Leafa has done a lot of that. It's easier said than done. Can you keep him off the line? Can you keep him off shooting the ball from such a clip from behind the arc? Starts on the defensive end though. I think the reason it starts on the defensive end from the Fire is they look best when they're out in transition. If they can get stops, they can get out and run. They look tough, and we saw that start this ball game. tidy it up a bunch here for the Wellington Saints and keep them off the line, make it tough, get out and run. Still got time. Still a whole another half to go, but just want to have a little bit of momentum going into the half. Can you get a stop? Can you come down? Can you score? And they have a chance here, the Fire, to get up 2 shots. So starts here. If you can get a stop nice and early, you have a chance. Go into this 2-3 zone, which I thought they might sit in the 3-2 the way that the Saints are shooting, but sit in this 2-3, see what they come up with.
Well, they've come up with a stop, exactly what we asked for. So it's Tui Lewis. He really needs to finish it, doesn't get it, and I think he got a bit manhandled there by Tane Samuel.
Tane Samuel said, who me, but picked up a foul.
We saw that. We saw that.
And that's just the strength behind Tane Samuel. Tui Lewis goes from strength to strength as well in this league, but slight with that 21-year-old body. Can shoot the ball. He is, we saw, athletic, fast, not too much in it. Just hooked around, was enough to pick up the foul though for Tane Samuel. And as we said before, get to the free throw line, you have to convert. Left a lot at the line tonight. It's going to be a whole lot closer as Tui Lewis, sorry, converts the second.
Yeah, they're 54% from the free throw line. So left plenty of points out there. 10 seconds left in the first half here. They need to get a stop and eat away at this lead. Benier with the handles goes up against Brock, gets a knee in the back for his troubles, and we'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Well, that's it. It's been the story of the half. Back to the free throw line. And that man right there, Benier, smart play. Made sure that the Saints get the final shot of the half and picks up another foul on Dennerbrook. He's back to the free throw line, and when they've struggled to score, this is the one place that has been good to them. It's not that they've struggled to score, it's they've turned the ball over a bit. They're shooting the ball well from deep. It's just they haven't necessarily got the looks that they probably wanted throughout their first half in patches. Still managed to put up 51.
Yeah, well, 14 of their points have come from the free throw line, so it just goes to show that the Fire really handing it to the Saints at the moment. But that is halftime here at Mercury Baypark, and it is the Tauranga Whai trailing the Wellington Saints 37 points to 51 here in the Sal's NBL. Don't go anywhere because we will dissect this after the break. And we're back on TikTok. Someone says, put Hopoi on. Well, at this stage, why not just try it out?
He was good on rapid as well.
He was.
Yeah. Talk about athletes we've got. He is right there. He is athletic.
People ask me why are you not suiting up, Brooke?
Because I might only be 30, but I feel like I'm 54.
Brooke went and kicked some rugby balls today, and he can't walk currently. And
I kicked 5. I kicked 5 in from the 22. The oval ball is a scary thing, and I can't move my right foot anymore. And I don't know what happened.
What are you doing picking up an oval ball, not a round one?
I'm not allowed to say just yet, but I can't walk because of it. So that's cool. I'm happy about that.
Someone asked who you think the top 6 will be. Well, I think the top 5 are pretty much solidified. It's just who you think that last 6th place spot is going to be. Who you reckon, Brooke?
I think the Fire and the Giants are going to fight for it. If I was a betting man right now, I'd say the Giants. Just on first year for the Fire. Changes late. I think Ira Lee is definitely going to help as the season goes on. But the Giants have been there or thereabouts for the last 30 years. So it's in the DNA. So I'd probably lean towards the Giants. But I've been wrong before, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm dead last on the tipping competition, so I'm not even going to say who I think. What do you think? What is happening on our screen right now, bro?
Oh, that was the Roman toes. That's a squat.
Who do you think?
How long are you
final...
going to stand on that?
Someone asked what's the final matchup prediction?
Right now, Tauranga Rams.
Tauranga Rams, okay. You're not backing the Saints. At a full strength Saints. Actually, we don't know when Hiram is back, do we?
Yeah. I know we're going to wrap, but how long do you think you can stand on that?
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Talofalava, feel my welcome back to Tauranga for the South NBL. Round 10, it is his first game. It is the Whai hosting the Saints. And at the beginning of the game, over 30% of people had tipped the Whai to get the Saints. But at the moment, it is the Saints heavily dominating 50 points to 37. Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Taylor Johnson with you, Brooke Briscoe to my side. Brooke, how good has Mr. Leafa been?
Oh, he's been good. He's got those fresh legs. So let me go. Let me get rolling nice and early in this ball game. He hasn't played for the last couple of weeks for the Wellington Saints. Had 18. Did his damage from behind the arc and got to the free throw line as well. Carr had a couple of threes. Got to the line, was aggressive at points as well. Ira Lee, welcomed addition. Shot the ball. Wasn't really confident in what we were seeing, but they were converting to the rebound count now. Smith Milner hasn't filled it up in terms of scoring the ball tonight, but dominant on the glass. Ben Levy, as we said, but as I said, I thought he needed to be big tonight. Hasn't scored the ball well, doing his part on the boards, as is Ira Lee. And Ben here got to the free throw line a lot, so did Isaiah Leafa, but as always, assisting. There's a reason that the Saints are first in the league in assists, and Ben here is the main reason. Play well as a team, but he gets a lot of it going for them. And you see Ben Levy's name up there a bunch in different categories. Doesn't have to score to have an impact on this ball game, which is, I think, an important thing to say. But just want him to have that aggressive offensive punch as well.
Interesting, there's a lot of steals for the Whai, but we've seen plenty of turnovers down near end as well. And the Saints actually lead the league in steals, yet we haven't really seen that from them today, but I guess it's because the Whai have been their own worst enemies on offense and actually just giving them the ball back. They don't need to steal it.
They have, and one thing we talked about as well is just converting. Converting probably needs to be the word for them. Convert not just from the free throw line where they have been, but convert when you get into your offenses. Convert those small 1%ers. Dive in on the ball. Whatever it may be, convert where you can. And they can fight their way back into this ball game. They're going to have to scrap and claw, but I don't think they're out of this ball game just yet by any way, shape or form.
Only 14 points in it, and we have seen plenty more comebacks from 14 points. Don't forget about that. So the Wellington Saints currently with the lead, 51 points to 37 over the Tauranga Whai. We will have the second half right up after this. TikTok, we are back. We've got 2 minutes to have a chat. What do you reckon he's going to win from that free throw line?
A vinyl signed by King PC of
Foi, foi.
there, foi. Classic,
Hey, it's
baby.
Samoan Language Week.
What better?
Screws from the old plantation down south.
I'd take that. Caps, can I get one of those? Hey, shout out to Daniel as well. Keeps asking for a shout out on TikTok.
Oh, man of the people you are.
And shout out to Leon.
And also, shout out to the person watching from Washington State.
International.
Yeah, well, you're heading over to the US soon.
Oh, I am. Monday. New York.
I'm heading to New York in November, but we're going for 2 very different reasons.
You're going for Chris Brown, eh?
No, I'm doing the New York Marathon, but I'm going to San Fran. I'm going to San Fran, yeah.
You're doing the New York Marathon?
I am. I'm crazy.
Is that 42?
Yeah.
Oh, 42 kilometers. That's so far.
You looked at me like you're full of doubt.
No, I'm not. No, I did not. It was more doubt of myself. There's no way I could do 42 kilometers.
New York on Monday, though. How good? What are you going to do? Make sure you go to Levain Bakery. If you're on TikTok, if you've been to New York, give Brooke some suggestions as to what to get up to next week.
We're going to
NYC.
We're going to eat. Honestly, I think that's about all we're doing. I know we should do better stuff than that, but bodegas. We're going, and forget about it.
I can't wait to see your Instagram stories and you saying everything is like the movies.
My Instagram stories are so good. Are you rapping us off TikTok? Oh, our producer's telling us off, guys.
Well, good to see quite a few school kids here, considering it is a school night. My parents have never been by 7.
Same thing.
Man, those lucky, privileged children. Not in bed before Shortland Street starts.
You too? Damn. My mum used to get me solid teeth bed, and then I'd hear that bloody Shortland Street theme song start. It's bedtime for me.
Well, not bedtime for those kids. We'll see you guys in the next break TikTok between quarters 3 and 4.
Don't miss us. Welcome
back into the Sal's NBL. We're about to kick off the second half here between the Tauranga Whai and the Wellington Saints. And Brooke, the Wellington Saints have started to pull away from the Whai, but not probably on the back of their own efforts, but probably on the back of some of the Whai mistakes, as we have seen here on the mix and pick voting that people are losing faith in the Whai. They started with 30% and now they're down to 21%. People are jumping off the bandwagon.
Yeah, and it's for the Whai, it's kind of who's going to be their guy, or who's going to be their two guys in the second half. It's import heavy right now. Carr sitting on 12, Ira Lee on 8, and Holland sitting on 5. But is there somebody who's going to step up and go, okay, let me take reins of this team right now? We sit on high on balls and I make all the right decisions, where it's crashing the balls and giving second opportunities for our guys. But it doesn't feel like one person has taken this ball game over for the Whai. I get it, team ball game, but sometimes it just needs that one person to go, okay, I'm going to step up. We saw that in the Rapid League. It took the fourth quarter and Saints pulled away on the back of what Tata could do. It just feels like one person from the Whai, maybe even two, really need to step up and go, okay, this is our ball game. I'm going to make my stand right here.
And it's an interesting observation that you make too, because when I look at the likes of Holland, Perahart, Bazant and Carr, no one name sticks out as to really being the maestro or coordinating all of the stuff. Whereas usually there's one or two names that we kind of mention, you know, time after time. But at the moment, it's kind of just been everyone mulling around. There's no one, I guess, grabbing the bull by the horn.
Yeah, and sometimes it is strength by committee. And the feeling of this ball game feels like someone from the Whai needs to step up and take over. And I completely understand that we're going to do this as a squad, we're going to do this as a team. And that's not to say if someone steps up that we're not doing it as, but to me, the way this ball game is playing out, it just feels like one person from the Whai, potentially two, really need to step up and go, okay, hold on, here we go. Let's give this go. Let's give the Saints a real good run for their money. Who that person is, though, that's the million-dollar question. Because I do actually think anybody could step up at this point. You give it to Jaden Bazant, he's only sitting on 4 points right now. If he gets going, he doesn't have to score a bunch, but he can facilitate. He can put pressure on the defense. He can get into the paint. He can pick up that third, fourth foul on Ben Air. Attack Ben Air. Get him in foul trouble. Then you get that 1-2 punch that the Saints have with Ben Air and Isaiah Liafa. You take one of them away, then you put the pressure just on Isaiah Liafa. Who can we attack? Who can we get into foul trouble? There's always a game within the game that I'm always trying to search out for, that I'm trying to hunt, and who's going to take over in the second half is that one that I'm looking for. It's been physical too. Saints have got to the free throw line a bunch. They have got there a lot, but I think the refs have also let both sides get away with some physical contact, with some physical play during that first half as well. But I mean, when you put up 51 and a half, I don't think it was as fluid as we probably expect from the Saints, especially in patches, but they still put up 51. They're shooting the ball extremely well from deep. If they can get looks, they're converting. It's just those patches where, especially with a coach like Zico, you're going to pick apart and go, this is where we can be good.
I think another important stat too that we've just seen is that they have had, when I say they, the Five had no second chance points as Bazant opens up the scoring for the Five in the second half, but no second chance points.
That's huge, especially with the bodies that they have, the athleticism that they have across the board. You look at the height that they have out there, but good start there from Jaden Bazant, just put his head down. That's what we're talking about, he made that look easy. But also to that point, playing against these guards for the Wellington Saints and the rotation system that they have, it's easier said than done to get going.
Ben Levy has Pero Hunt on him. Smith Milner, well, that shot clock expired, and that is great defense from the Five.
Good start. Getting stops is the most important thing right now for the Five. Don't allow the Saints to get out, get running. Perfect start down there on the offensive end. Jaden Bazant put his head down, wide open layup, and that time forced the issue. Shot clock violation. It's just one, just like that. Bazant had been here trailing, got caught on the screen, could have turned the corner. Doesn't want to be selfish. Get a chance to put pressure on the rim.
Ira Lee hits the deck after putting that one up. Unfortunate not to get a call, and Leafa has ball in hand. Goes up against Pero Hunt, tries to put the floater in, and they get the rebound to the Five. Holland is there, and that's a nice bucket for the Five. Slowly chipping away at this lead.
It's where they look the best. Out in transition, as Isaiah Leafa gets into the paint, finds his man. Ben Air makes him pay from deep, but that's where the Five look the best. If they can get out and run, they are a hard commodity to stop.
Lee gets it to Carr. Back into the hands of Holland. Pero Hunt just trying to ditch Leafa, who's sticking onto him well at the moment. Holland with a spin move. Carr, no one on him. Decides to drive in. Shot clock about to expire. Has to put it up under pressure and banks it.
Tough shot. Good defense there from Smith Milner. Just a better shot there from Carr. He's had himself a ball game out to 14 now.
Ben Levy with a nonchalant three-point attempt.
That's what you'll live with right now if you're the Five. Take away the options.
Carr for three. Ira Lee competing for the rebound, doesn't get it. Benier.
I think you'll live with that as well. The way that Carr shot the ball in the first, made a couple of threes. You're just kind of going with the lesser of two evils. If you can get Ben Levy wide open for that three, just give him that space. He's tough down low on the block, but you're giving him space from three. But that's a man that you cannot give any space from deep. That's a couple times now. Tohi Smith-Milner just drilled that three.
Remember that game where he got 8 from 11 threes? The man can shoot.
He's got one of the softest touches. Just got poked in the eye just before and still managed to convert from the three. Slip screen that time.
Leafa for three. And it is good. The Saints.
I mean, it's raining up and down the country. It's raining in here as well. Three ball is falling. Both squads to start this third. And Saints extend that lead from the quarter out 15 now.
A little bit of hesitation on offense for the Five, kicking it out to Pero Hunt, who's out on the left wing. 3 on 3 on 3.
Corner pocket. You're right, there wasn't much going. Got lucky there. Ira Lee managed to regain the ball and found his shooter in the corner.
You see Matt Lacey losing it at the referees. And Smith Milner banks another three.
And as a fan, I'm here for this.
Carr gets it out to Pero Hunt. It was a little bit too high, and he just had to try and keep that ball back in.
That's 4 threes in a row.
Matt Lacey is not happy. I have to see the GJ Gardner home replay as to why he's so fired up.
Thought there was a push there on Ben Air just before that. which is an interesting one as well, because no flop was called. Ben Ayres calling for the flop. They didn't call a flop. No calling. The result is a 3.
All of a sudden, everyone has found their radar when it comes to shooting outside the perimeter. Ben Ayres gets it out to Ben Levy, looking for his 3 points. Doesn't get it. Ira Lee with the rebound.
That's what I was saying before. Lesser of two evils. Ben Levy struggled from deep all year long. No different tonight. The Fire living with it.
Bounce pass to Ira Lee. He's got 3 white jerseys in front of him, and then Carr tips it away, but there's no one there following up for the Fire.
This game's getting physical. Neither team backing down.
Le'afa for another 3. That man is on fire right now.
Lights out. That's a shooter right there. We said before, he's been missing for the last couple of weeks for the Wellington Saints. 24 points tonight. The 3 ball is falling for him as well. Just can't fall asleep. Miscommunication right there for the hottest man in the gym right now when it comes to shooting. He's 6 of 10 from deep, 24 points, and 23 minutes of play. And he is torching them right now.
Le'afa, he is first in 3 points made, averages 4 a game. He's on 4 now, isn't he?
He's on 6.
6. There's me with my counting.
And some of them have been tough. You can't take away from a couple of these ones that he's made coming off the dribble. Had a hand there, but it's been 2 or 3. When you talk about a player that can shoot the lights out, you just can't fall asleep. You have to know where those kind of guys are at all times. That last position, fell asleep. Isaiah Le'afa, line drive, makes them pay.
Get your phones out and scan that QR code and go on the chance to win some free fuel. Or if you're watching on TikTok, screenshot it and then grab it later. And then you can keep entering. Life hack.
Hey man, stop giving away the tricks.
The Fi looking for some points. They get it. Brooke, that's the second time you've been too slow. Brooke ain't getting any free gas. Le'afa, he's feeling hot today. Gold back onto the court. Oh, and his money again. That youngster has been impressive.
Like the stroke. Starts with Isaiah Le'afa once again though. Turns to the corner because you have to stay at home. What we just talked about. You have to stay connected to him the way he's shooting the 3 ball. You see him turn the corner. 4 people in the paint, knowing where he is at all times, and being Gold wide open.
Sam Gold.
Sam Gold, excuse me.
Too many golds.
I'm glad though, because
there's a lot of golds. We like it.
Can be the future of basketball here in this country. As Ben Levy picks up the foul, Denenbrook back to the line. One of the easiest looks that they've had. Starts with Jaden Bazant. Just miscommunication there. They doubled. Just that quick pass there from Jaden Bazant. Made the right play. Saw 2, someone has to be open. It was his big. And could have stayed home there too. Maybe those on the rotations of what they had in the scout, but no screen there from Denenbrook. Smith-Milner could have stayed at home.
4 minutes 30 left in the 3rd quarter. Smith-Milner tries to thread that ball through. A little bit too casual, gets it to Denenbrook. Pero Hunt looking to get that ball away and slapped out of his hands by Toi Smith-Milner. Bazant for a delayed 3, but it's good.
And it starts with that turnover, you're right. Just trying to get that pass over. It's the 3rd or 4th time that I've seen as Ben Ayres picks up the foul once again on Pero Hunt. Throws the head back, picks up the foul. But Toi Smith-Milner tried that a couple times against the Rams. Nothing was going on that one too. You have to have it on the money. Ben Ayres smaller. I know there is space back there, but a smaller guard makes it tough on that entry. It's 3 or 4 times now I've seen that one picked up in the last couple games.
Benier cracks 70 for the Wellington Saints, 14 points the lead.
And it's easier said than done, but you have to slow down the juggernaut of the Saints right now in terms of the shots and the looks that they're getting. They got 71 points, as you just said, with 4 minutes to go. They average 98. They lead the league in scoring, and they're missing 2 of their best guys. No Hiram Harris, no Lat Mayan.
Well, someone's collected a foul and Car's on the ground. But I think the issue for the Whai tonight too has been their shot selection. They have had plenty of opportunities, plenty of looks, but on offense it's just been a little bit disjointed, and we're still yet to find the person to really stand up for them in that team. And there's a few senior players in there, but no one really nominating themselves.
This man at the line has had himself a ball game. He's got 19 points. He's shooting the ball well, 7 of 12. Got to the free throw line. 2 of 6 from deep. But just the 1 rebound. Especially with that body that he has. Love what he's doing on the offensive end and filling it up, but sometimes you can be asking for a lot, but especially with that body, playing 4-5 for the squad as we see Benier get downhill. Too easy once again on the offensive end. Our defense just isn't going to cut it. Phil Carr's filling it up, but just has to tidy some of those rebounds up as well.
Yeah, the defense on transition hasn't been the best. Pero Hunt, his shooting's been good.
He's got that. He holds the 3. Kind of looks like he's shooting it on the way down, but when you shoot like he shoots, you don't change that shot.
12 points now, and he loses the handles. Carr with the ball. They need to get it down quickly to Pero Hunt. Oh, and he touched it too, and that was the hustle. Getting back from Sam Gold.
A chance for them just to get back into this ball game, make it single digits. You're right. Sam Gold gets back there. It's just enough to force the turnover. It's going back with Wellington Saints.
Gold will return to Milligan University NAIA for his senior year at the end of the season. Leafa steps back for a deep 3. Shooting the lights out tonight is Leafa.
Said it. Shooting the lights out. When you get in that rhythm, it's hard to slow down, and sometimes it feels like you can throw the ball in the ocean. You know this one's going up.
Puts one up just for kicks. This time doesn't get it.
Hey, cool with it. You get a heat check like that, the way you're shooting the ball, no one's going to tell you you can't shoot that.
Carr gets that pass away to Ira Lee, who has been quiet in this third quarter. 15-point lead now for the Saints. Benier with the bounce pass to Samuel. He loses the handles, and so it's the fight. Well, inbound.
And you're right, Ira Lee has been quiet, but it's always it's a tough one to get right when you welcome yourself into a brand new team. You always want to make your impact felt, but you don't want to overstep your mark and what the team has done. If you get going and you get rolling, you love it. Still just trying to find your feet. It's always a tough one to just come out here and light it up for 30.
Pero Hunt wasn't good on that 3 ball. Putting a foot out of bounds was Carr, unfortunately, because he hustled hard for that offensive ball. The Saints have put up 14 3-pointers tonight, though. That is a solid outing for the men from the capital. Smith-Milner with a nice little bucket. Great vision from Leafa, and we talk about his 3-point game, but it's also his assists have been outstanding tonight. And Ira Lee throws it down out of nowhere.
Ira Lee with the second date with the rim tonight.
Just waking up the crowd.
We know what he can do. We see it right there. It's like he's jumping off a tramp. Cuts this one back to 15. You want to get him as many easy looks like that as you can.
And Dougal Meter. It's just like 1 step forward, 2 steps back for the Whai when the Saints are shooting like that from outside the perimeter.
And I've just been so impressed with him. doesn't force the issue, but can shoot the lights out and has shot the lights out.
I'm pretty sure Smith Milner was still in court when he inbounded that ball and the referees just played on, but we'll just play on. Like we said, confidence. Gold from the edge. Oh my goodness, what are the Saints drinking tonight?
It's a three-point shootout right now. And you're right, they are just blowing this one out. Saints with 15 threes in this ball game. 15 to 27. Excuse me, 16 to 28. After that one. And it's hard to slow down. If you get shooting like this, it is hard to win.
Gold with a heat check, but I tell you what, he has been so impressive off the bench, and that is exactly what you want from your impact players.
And you're right, Isaiah Liafa 7 of 12. Toy Smith-Milner 3 of 5. Sam Gold 3 of 3. Dougal Meter just put up his first. He connected.
Take a look here, just a beautiful high arcing shot from Gold. And I mean, like, what a last name for a basketball.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Gold. It's like right up there with having the surname Money or something, you know? So good. Smith Milner put the defense up and it was successful. Ira Lee couldn't get there either. And you could just sense the frustration coming from the 5 players. We saw Matt Lacey blowing up beforehand, but you can see now too that the players are getting frustrated with the refereeing. And to be fair, from our perspective, it hasn't been too bad, but it's just the fact that once you're in that slump, it's hard to come out of. But that is the third quarter score, 84-65, the Saints over the Fire. We see that throwdown coming in from Ira Lee. But don't go anywhere because we will have the fourth quarter up after this. Brooke's excited to be back on TikTok. It's our last little TikTok break because after this, it'll be the end of the game and Brooke and I will be going home.
We TikToking over here.
Someone said if the Fire could get some more points, that would be great. It would be, wouldn't it? Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I think they agree with that one too. Tough though. Saints just filling it up right now.
Oh, 100%. But also, I think our mate might be betting as well, so he does need the Fire to get some more points.
Yeah. Oh, I could do a sales pizza right now.
I could.
I don't know where that just came over, but I feel like a sales pizza.
I could do a pizza right now, but I'm training for a marathon, so I can't. Carbs, though.
What sort of
Oh, I got a question. Someone said, what's a mana dunk?
A mana dunk? A dunk with heaps of money? Like, oh, there was money in that dunk.
Like Ira's one.
Yeah, he had money in that.
Mana dunk.
I feel old, I don't know.
Malo Lover, welcome back to Tauranga, where it is the Fire trailing the Wellington Saints by the biggest margin at the moment. It is 65-84. The Wellington Saints have really put the foot down on the Fire. The Fire really struggling offensively. And we're into the fourth quarter here. Get yourself a $30 large Nona pizza. Use that code there or scan the QR code. Take a photo of it because you can use it all the way up until next Tuesday. Ben Levy warming himself into the fourth quarter.
And that's where he can be the most effective. Struggling from deep tonight, especially the way that the Saints are shooting. He's 0-4, and you compare that to the way the rest of the team is shooting. It seems like he's ice cold, but that's where he can do his work. That's where he can do his damage. They got a mismatch and went straight to the post.
How about the block from Gold? He's been outstanding on offense, but defensively, he's had a couple of good moments. Smith-Milner has been left wide open outside the perimeter, and you cannot do that for that man there because he will shoot the lights out.
Yeah, Saints are doing it on both ends. Sugar and salt and all cakes. Doing it on offense and defensive end right now. I should say the sugar and salt and all good cakes.
Carr gets the offensive point, a rare one for the Whai. They haven't really been getting as many offensive rebounds as they need. Lewis faked the three, went closer for that 2-point shot, and he will get a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And I gotta mention, look, the Saints have been shooting the lights out at the moment, but we've just come to expect it now because they've just been doing so well. And there's a reason why Leafa is leading the MVP scoring right now, because he has been shooting us outstandingly.
He has been, and rightfully so. I think he should be the MVP. But if I'm the Saints, some of the other Saints players, I'm looking at that like, hold on a second now. We're up 23 points. Not one other Saints on the list.
Good call. Good call there. Make sure you get in and scan and vote because you go in the draw to win pizza.
I get it. That's family and friends right there.
And people who want free pizza.
True that.
Interesting to see if that changes. So Leafa leading the MVP at the moment. We'll check back in on that soon.
They've gone into this 2-3 zone. But maybe they could have gone to this just a little bit earlier.
Gold for another three. Cannot get it this time. Brooke with the rebound.
And once again, too much space. You cannot allow that, especially the way Sam Gold has shot the ball tonight. Not just Sam Gold, the Saints, and what they've done from deep. They go to this zone. You have to know where the shooters are.
Lovely look from Pero Hunt into Thompson. He didn't put the shot up though. Bazant with the shot clock soon to expire, and the block coming in from Ben Levy.
And back to man. As Pero Hunt picks up the foul. Didn't look like there was much in that. See the way that this game has been ripped, but picks up the foul. As Isaiah Leafa checks back into this ball game.
That's Pero Hunt's fourth personal foul, so he'll need to be careful. Ben Levy receives the inbound from Gold. Leafa leaves the ball behind for Air. A lot of quick movement coming in from the Saints team. Thompson doing a good job on Air, and he couldn't quite find Gold on the edge. You can see what they wanted to do with the way he's been shooting tonight.
It's the best defensive set that we're seeing from the Whai as Pero Hunt comes down and converts down the other end and hits the three, but the best defensive position that the Whai have had. It shows. They get the stop, they get out, and they find their shooter who converts the three. Now can they convert 2, 3, 4 positions on the defensive end?
Again, like we've mentioned, they just need these stops and then to convert. And they haven't been shy of some stops, that's for sure. Ben here just wants to put the nail on the coffin tonight.
And lets him know about it. Well, Jet Thompson hasn't been in the game all but a lick of a minute. Ben here turns around and lets him know. Once again, I thought that was pretty good defense. You contest the three, there wasn't much going. Ben here just shows him. And there was a lot of contact on that one. There was a foul there. Now this one's getting physical. The refs need to tidy this one up. Ben here on contact on that.
And I think
gets away with the foul and then picks out the ring. But we said this before, Ben here isn't going to back down from anyone.
Yeah, and I think the frustration is coming from the teams as well, particularly the Whai, because we know there that that was a foul that was committed. It wasn't caught, and now they're getting frustrated and they're going to do fouls down the other end too. And so it all stems though from the coach. Like Matt Lacey's fired up out there.
Without a doubt. And if you're the Whai, you can't take a backward step as well. If you're Jet Thompson, keep trying to get to the paint. Missed out on that foul opportunity, go again.
Yeah, from deep for three, bounces off the rim. Team Brooke with the rebound. 22-point lead for the Saints. They finally get a whistle.
Saints looking at the refs too. Saying that there's not much contact in that. That's foul there too. It's been a physical game without a doubt.
Yeah, I think
there's probably three.
I was going to say, take your pick at which foul. So the fight really needing to score and score quickly and with some accuracy. Pero Hunt faked the 3, went in closer for the 2-point shot. Bazant looking for an option. Ira Lee in the paint, slapped out of his hands by Smith-Milner. You see the frustration on Lee's face.
Good pass there from Bazant. Had to put that one right on the money. Throw that one high to Ira Lee, and Tony Smith-Milner picks up the foul. Timeout there from the Saints. And timely timeout as well. Just want to hold any type of momentum. You don't want anything stupid happening. This last 5 minutes of play. And just regather the troops. Shout out to Toy Lewis, sorry. Picked up a few of Isaiah's votes there.
Yeah, Ben Air and Toy Smith-Milner have entered the chat.
Ben Air's in the fight now.
Where's all my Gold supporters? I mean, Gold has been so good tonight. And off the bench as well.
You're right. Mr. Rob Gold.
Sam.
That's Dad. So
Yeah, no.
Dad's got to vote. Dad got to get out there and vote. I'm trying to give Dad a shout out. But you're right. Sam Gold has impact in this ball game. 14 points. 4 or 6 from deep.
I mean, that's more than some of the starters. You got to give it to him. Give the man some points.
But it has been all Isaiah Leah for 27 points, 30 minutes tonight, 7 assists. A couple of turnovers because he's human and steal, and a couple of rebounds as well.
Leafa's 1 point away from his season high. Just the one. Surely in 6 minutes and 11 seconds he can get more than 28.
And a big bounce back for the Wellington Saints as well, especially just coming off the back of the performance they had against the Rams. And as we said at the top, the Rams, Tuatara, are rolling right now. They mean business. I like what the Rams are doing. They just plot away. And I think the worrying sign for the rest of the league with the Rams is they kind of go under the radar. And I think they love that. Coach Jeff Flavel, his name is currently being chucked around for potential new breakers. Head coach with Coach Modi Maor leaving the Breakers after 5 years. I like what the Rams are doing. They're good imports. See another good pass there from Isaiah Liaf. Picked up his 8 assists. Ben Levy did a good job of getting into space.
Starting to come into this game a little bit more now, Ben Levy, in this final quarter. Carr tries to get the tough finish. Doesn't get it, but will go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
But I think the Rams are going to cause problems. Just going back to them. They're the current champs. It's in the DNA. What Coach Jeff Flavel has done with them is nothing short of incredible. They lose Corey Webster last year, who's gone to the Tuatara. They are obviously coming first, but they've found pieces that suit what they need right now. And man, they made a statement win over the Saints the other night. I know the Saints were riddled with injuries, but when it comes to confidence, when it comes to what you've done against former teams, you're not going to forget about it. That was a big win for the Rams.
Yeah, I really like Lockie Albert, and also
That's good.
downtown Walter Brown. He's shooting some good shots outside the perimeter, as with that man right there, but decides to go in the paint. Tony Smith-Milner.
Yeah, it's just in the too easy basket. They go into that zone. There was no dribble penetration. There was no pass fakes, what normally kill a zone. That's literally just in the post. There's no away screens. Toy Smith-Milner just cuts to the ball, picks up the foul, and the Saints are 4 points away from putting up 100 with 5 minutes to go in this ball game.
Well, they are #1 in the league for offense. They average 98 points per game, and they're almost on the cusp of that here. Carr looking for some options. Zant gets it to Pero Hunt. Carr with the offensive board. Ben Levy is on him, goes into the paint, goes for the jumping fade away, doesn't get it, but will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
I just couldn't help it, got the hands in the cookie jar. Just too enticing right there. Did a pretty good job. Got in front. Here Carr fading away. Just thought he could just get those hands in there. Picks up the foul and sends Carr to the line, but This game just kind of feels like it's lost its sting a little bit.
Yeah.
Start of the third, both teams came out firing and exactly what the Saints want. Close this game out. Shooting the ball well, get looks that you like, try and get stops on the defensive end. And just cruise into fourth, third gear to close out this ball game.
Well, the Saints, they needed this win because, as we mentioned, they had that heavy loss to the Rams, but they're going up against the Tuatara on Saturday night. That is a big game.
Yeah, they get to come straight back up. And down last weekend, wondering are they going to come straight up to Auckland or do they go back to Wellington? They're heading back to Wellington. Recover for a couple of days and in a blockbuster match. They didn't come up with a win against the Rams. Now they get to go toes with the Auckland Tuatara, who are rolling right now.
Smith-Milner couldn't quite get the accuracy right on that three. He's been good tonight, though. Carr was running out of space. He did incredibly well not to get a backcourt there, the fight. Lewis was the one who kept it in. Holland finishing.
And just needed more from Holland tonight. Just haven't even really said the name as we see Jet Thompson pick up another foul. And you see him tip his head right there. Hey, we've seen what he is capable of doing. And we saw on this play alone. Athletic, crafty, finish over gold. Just needed to hear his name just a little bit more tonight.
Agreed.
Just to stay in this fight.
And again, another foul picked up by the fight.
Letting them know. I don't know if he's saying you're playing with a big heart or have a big heart. I'm pretty sure Ben Air's got a big heart. He is a feisty customer. As we said a few times tonight, he ain't backing down from no, but I'm sure he was saying you got a big heart. I like the way you play.
Remember, this is a Wellington Saints team with no Mayan, no Hiram Harris.
And who, to me, are potentially the best players on either side of the court. I think Lat Mayan is an incredible defender. He can mark 1 to 4. He could probably actually mark 1 to 5 in this league. So you miss arguably your best defensive player out there. Started to shoot the ball a little bit better as well. And then Hiram Harris on the offensive end. Not necessarily because he's going to score 25 points every night, but it's because he's going to do something every single night. Something that the team needs, whether that's he has 14 assists and 2 points, or he comes out and he has 22 points and 8 assists and 12 rebounds.
Again, what is our boy Sam Gold got to do to make this MVP list?
Hold on, I'll vote for him. Let me get one
let's
in.
get our phones out. Go vote for him right now, bro. But Leofa, obviously very well deserved up there at the moment. Shot the lights out.
Ben here, you got my vote. Sorry, Sam here. Sam Gold. But Ben here, you got my vote too. We got 2 votes. I want a pizza, man.
Baby, that's why you're just mixing your words up there. You're fatigued because you need some pizza.
Let me see. Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because you can't vote for him.
What?
Okay, I need to talk to someone.
That's a travesty.
I'm going upstairs. Sam Gold, we take that back. It's not your fault.
Absolutely criminal. Bennett at the free throw line. 98 points, bang on their average. Fight. Really wanting to salvage some points here. Points differential can be very important, particularly because they're still fighting for that 6th spot, and I think they might have been in trouble, but we'll play on. Carr for 3. Smith-Milner was strong underneath the rim for the rebound.
You wonder how much longer Toy Smith-Milner's going to spend out here tonight. He's nursing just a little bit of an injury. Ben Air, how much more time is he going to see tonight? With the likes of Keslow Evans Jr. a chance to get out here and close out this ball game.
Ben Levy, welcome to the party.
Brings up the 100 as well. But just because you know what's coming up, it's a big season. It's the run home to the playoffs. Ben Ayres played big minutes tonight. He's played 33. This game's in the books. You know he ain't gonna take any positions off. Let those young boys come out here and see some time.
Dougal Meter with a good defense on Carr, and Jet Thompson with a shot he'd like to forget. Smith Milner with the pass into Gold. He just left that one under the rim. Holland pulls up for that jump shot. And at the moment, no one finding the bottom of the net.
Just a vet player there from Ben Ayres. Just take the air out of the ball. Get through your positions. Get the ball up with 5-6 seconds, but also just get through your sets.
Ben Ayres with a quick release. And Ben Levy with the rebound. Smith Milner for another three.
It is just a golden opportunity to get through your sets, and sometimes when the game's played and it's a close one, you don't get through the second, third, fourth side, you don't explore those options. Now's a chance where you can go and explore. What can we get out of this? How deep into the position can we get it? Can we go 3-4 sides?
Carr almost had the steal. Got his hand to it, and then it just bounced back into the hands of Smith Milner. Jet Thompson collected the thigh of Smith Milner on the way. Ben Ayres really struggling to get through. Thompson doesn't agree with the call.
Jet Thompson and Ben Ayres having their own little fight out here tonight. It's the third foul on Jet Thompson. He makes his way to the bench. Jaden Bazant makes his way back into the ball game. It's to their point. The chance for some of these Fire young boys to get out there and close out this ball game as well. Every point counts, especially for the Fire as well, as you're fighting for that sixth spot, which I understand every single point counts.
And every stop too.
As we see Plumtree make his way into this ball game.
I thought the rotation might have come a little bit earlier for the Saints, considering the big game that they do have, and considering they've really been in the lead from that first quarter. They have not given it up.
And I absolutely agree with that. The one thought that I have there is they're not sitting into that 1 or 2 right now, so every point for the Saints, as comfortable as we think they are going to be making it into the playoffs, does matter as well.
Plumtree was good in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Now he's on to the court in the Sal's NBL. Gets the whistle too, does Carr, and he really has carried this team tonight. Pharaoh Hunt has been good outside the perimeter too, but Carr has been strong. He seems to be the one really passionate about getting that ball.
Yeah, he's had himself a ball game. It just feels like a quiet 27. The 27 haven't come in waves. You haven't seen 3-4 baskets in a row. He's done a bit of his damage here at the free throw line as well, but still has 27 on the ball game. Shot the ball extremely well, make that 28. He shot the ball extremely well from inside the paint, 9 of 15. Sorry, 7 of 8, 9 of 15 overall in this ball game.
So we're into the last 2 minutes here. A deep three from Dougal Meter. And Gold picks up the rebounding foul.
Just feels like a little ticky-tacky fouls have crept into this ball game as the way this game has been reffed. It's been a physical ball game, back-to-back possessions of, you see, just on the softer side of the fouls. And it's always tough when you come into a ball game late. You've been sitting for 38 minutes to try and find the flow of the game. You're a step behind. You can often pick up those fouls, but even that one right there didn't seem like there was much contact. Sam Gold got up there quicker. He's athletic, but picks up the foul and stops the clock, and it's going the other way.
Tatapaya set onto the court as well for the Saints, who had a really good rapid league game. Talk about three-point shooting.
Iced the game for the Saints.
He did. He was the difference.
He was. Blew out that lead, and then the man with the ball right now who's in contention for the Rapid League MVP. Closed out the game from the free throw line, but it started with space.
He is with ball in hand, and now Caslo Evans Jr. And he'll pick up a foul too. I think that was on Bazant. So the Saints have brought up the century. And the fight. Well, when you reflect back on this game, Brooke, where do you think the Whai let this slip?
The Saints have been dominant from the three-point line throughout the season, and once again they had themselves a ball game. But the Saints just got what they wanted. They got the looks that they wanted. I don't think it was as smooth as they would have liked throughout this ball game, but they still put up 101, and maybe that's me being nitpicking. It just didn't feel like it had that absolute rhythm. A lot of time was spent at the free throw line, but it's just a little bit too easy for the Saints at points in this ball game.
Bazant goes quickly in transition, and that's what they were missing tonight, really, is just someone nominating themselves to go quickly. We saw it quite a lot for the Saints, but the Whai didn't really do that.
No, they didn't. And once the subs come through, the game does kind of change, and you get downhill. But you're right, they lacked that. There was big patches, 3, 4, 5 minutes where we didn't see anything like that. It's the cleanest look that you're going to get. And going to it too, it didn't look like there was much contact as well on that one. I know there's a little bit of contact, but I know you're supposed to call that one. I'm probably going to get in trouble, but ref, you can let that one go.
Car hit the deck and they play on. So the Saints with their bench players on the court now. Evans Jr. looking for someone to dish the pass to. That's a player set. Goes himself, drives into the lane, puts up the shot. It's wayward, so Denham Brook with the rebound. Gets it to Carpero Hunt. Trying to find some points back for the fight. Just lets that one go too. Getting a bit messy as we expected in the dying stages of the match.
Kaparu Hippolyte into this ball game. Job on the defensive end, picks up the rebound as well. It's Chapel Ball's finest, that man right there.
Evans Jr. tries to go one-on-one with Cart. Couldn't get over the long limbs of the Whai player. So 8 seconds left on the game clock. Pero Hunt gets it to Holland, and as just mentioned, we haven't really said his name a lot tonight.
No foul call there. I thought it was pretty good defense. Holland asking for the foul. Dugan met him with his chest, beat him to the spot. Hands are out. As a timeout's call. And I would normally, at this point, ask why the timeout is coming, but I think it's just such a fight right now for that 6th spot. The Whai are fighting for that 6th spot, and every single point counts. So I'm of the understanding that any look that you can get, any point that you can get to scrape back, to have a chance to push for that 6th spot, especially in your first season, you can pull it off and you get into the playoffs in your first season. It's an incredible achievement.
I did have them in my Casey's prediction to be in the top 6.
If you pull that off, considering
I know, considering I'm dead last. I just love rooting for the underdogs.
I can say it.
It's my toxic trait.
Who doesn't? There's a good toxic trait to have, though. There's a lot worse out there.
I'm like the Rob Schneider, like the you can do it. I'm the human. I'm the human version of him.
Yeah, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, you got to do it.
I'm not doing the impression.
You got to do it. You can do it.
You do it for me. 1.2 seconds left. They get one more shot off on time, and it's good. Are they going to count it? I haven't seen anything from the refs. Do they count it?
This matters.
It does. Yes.
The 3-ball counts.
It counts. So it means the deficit only came down to 12. And considering they were down by 25 points, that is good for the Whai.
It looks
Sorry,
like
it's 22 points. No, 12.
12, yeah, that's right.
The mathing. It's mathing now. 12 points.
And looking at that reflection, it did look like with the up fake, slow release, I feel like I saw the red light go off on the backboard and it was still in the hand. But at the end of the day, it's a win in the win column for the Wellington Saints without two of their main guys, their key guys. And the Whai, they stay mixed up in that top 6, or that fight for number 6.
100%. Isaiah Le'afa gets the MVP award for this game, and why not? He had an absolutely stellar game, 27 points. Philip Carr had 28. He only gets 3% of votes, but I guess when you look at the team around Le'afa,
He needed 30.
Yeah, he needed
30. I would have bumped you right up there. Just that 28. No, he had 31. He had 3. He had 31 at the end.
Yes, 31. He did. There are the numbers in the chemist.
Well, I'm puzzled how he didn't have more. But you're right, he had a game. 31 points wasn't enough. Isaiah Le'afa had that 27, was huge with his assist, but the backcourt did everything for the Wellington Saints tonight, and Toy Smith-Milner with a quiet 21, but big 21.
You look at 3 players for the Saints on 20-plus points. That's big.
Yeah, and then Sam Gold off the bench, we said his name a bunch. Ben Levy dominated on the boards with Smith-Milner. Ira Lee, a welcomed impact for the Whai, because they've struggled on the defensive and offensive end of rebounding counts. Ira Lee comes in and picks up 9. Holland has 6 assists. Didn't do much in terms of scoring tonight. 6 assists and some boards as well. But Isaiah Le'afa had those 27 points, 8 assists, and Ben Air had 7 as well. And when your backcourt, because we said this at the start, it was going to be, we were interested and intrigued to see how the backcourt matchup goes between Isaiah Le'afa, Ben Air, and Pierre Hunt, and Bazant. And it was one-way traffic. They showed their class, they showed their dominance, the Wellington Saints backcourt, and Pierre Hunt put up a fight. Jaden Bazant, one of his quieter games. We know what he is capable of doing, but try to slow down that juggernaut that is their backcourt. They got some dogs, and they showed up tonight.
So the Wellington Saints will back it up again on Saturday, but first it'll be the Giants hosting the Hawks. The Airs will play the Nuggets, the Rams. The Hawks, again, they go back-to-back as well.
And that game tomorrow night is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Both teams fighting for 6. Obviously, the Whai just dropped that one tonight. It's a playoff implication type of a weekend.
As I mentioned, the Saints will go up to Auckland and play them Saturday night. And on Sunday, the Sharks, who got a win, will play the Bulls. And a couple of people are tipping the Sharks on hoop heads in our little tipping competition. And
I hate to be hated like that, but I don't know about that one.
and the Jets will host the Nuggets. I went the Jets on that one.
I don't know who I went. I think I went the Nuggies.
Well,
Love
the
you, Jets, I
Whai
went the
don't
Nuggies.
play again until next Friday, where they go against the Giants. And so that, again, will be a very big game for
Huge
the
game.
scheme of things.
Huge game.
Well, on behalf of the Sky Sport crew, Brock Roscoe and myself and everyone here, we wish you a very good evening. Tofa Suifua. We will see you tomorrow night for another epic battle in the NZNBL. But it was the Wellington Saints who got up over the Tauranga Whai, 102 points to 90. Ia manuia le po. We'll see you later. Good night.